From Hollywood, it's time now for...
Johnny Dollar.
Betty Lewis. Hey, it worked.
Sure it does. So hang up that extension. Come on back here in the living room. We'll finish up our cocktails and be on our way.
Yes, sir.
How about that, Johnny? Where'd you learn that trick of making your own phone ring? And the extension, too.
From the man who put the extension to my apartment. Yeah, it's kind of a line check. You dial that number and hang up. Then if both phones ring, you know the extension is okay.
Oh, what do you know?
Yeah, there's another line check number that you can dial. I forgot what it is, and all you get is a busy signal.
It could be an awfully cute gag sometime, on somebody who didn't know about these numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, let's finish our cocktails and go... Oh? Well, I'm sure you didn't make it ring this time.
I kind of left your number with my call service.
Oh, no,
So
Johnny.
maybe I'd better take it. Huh?
Now, listen. If that's some insurance company, well, you can just tell them they'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Sure.
This is the third time in a week that we've tried to have dinner together. First, it was that Curly Waters who tried to kill you.
Oh,
And then
no. Take it easy. Maybe this call's for you, one of your faithful boyfriends.
Oh, well, then maybe I'd better answer it.
No, just leave it to me. I'll scare him off. Johnny Dollar.
Burton Wells at Masters Insurance and Trust.
Oh?
I've got to see you, Johnny, here at the office, right away.
Well, look, I have a date, Bert, so can't whatever's bothering you wait until some other time?
Listen.
Huh?
You have a date, huh?
Yeah, that's right. We're just about to go out for dinner.
No. Johnny, unless you get over here right away, you may find you have another date.
What?
A date with death. Well?
Okay, Bert.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Masters Insurance and Trust Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the date with death matter. I told my date, Betty Lewis, to stay there in her apartment until I called her. Then I spent item one, $1.20 for a cab to Masters Insurance and Trust. Bert Wells was all alone in his office.
Come in, Johnny. Sit down.
Yeah, sure, Bert. Now, what's all the excitement?
Curly Waters.
Oh, I kind of had a hunch that was it.
Lieutenant Howard Daly's on his way over from police headquarters.
What's happened?
2 years ago, you had Curly sent up to the pen.
Yeah, that's right, for the Maley's department store job he pulled. Then, just a few days ago...
He swore that he'd get you for that he'd kill you, didn't he?
So what happened? When he escaped and came here to Hartford a few days ago...
I know all about that from reading your report. Thanks to some quick thinking on your part, the police nabbed him instead, plus the loot from the department store robbery.
You know who deserves the real credit for that? The girl I had a date with tonight, until you spoil things with your phone call.
Johnny, as you know, either you or the police wounded Curly Waters, which is why he was taken to the hospital and placed under guard instead of being locked up.
So?
Well, Mr. Wells, I see you managed to locate him.
Yes, Lieutenant.
You okay, Dollar?
Any reason why I shouldn't be, Howie?
Has Mr. Wells told you what's happened?
No, but I think I can guess. Curly Waters escaped from the hospital.
Yes. I had 3 good men there watching over him, but he managed to get by them.
How?
With help. One of his old cronies.
Gimpy Taylor?
Yes. Gimpy created a disturbance out in the hall, and when they went after him, Curly crashed out through the window. When they went back in after him, Gimpy took it on the lam.
3 good men, did you say?
Well, the odds were all with Curly and Gimpy. When the boys went out in the hall after Gimpy again, it was full of interns and nurses and stretchers with patients on them. If they'd fired a shot, they might have killed somebody.
Well, what goes? Do you want me to go out and look for him?
No, sir.
Don't you see, Johnny, the reason I called you is because of the threat against your life.
Of course. And, Johnny, I'm going to provide you with a bodyguard 24 hours a day until Curly is picked up.
No, wait a minute. Listen, Howie.
You listen. He almost got to you just a few days ago. Don't you forget that. And one way or another.
The lieutenant's right, Johnny. You said yourself that if it wasn't for your girlfriend, this Betty Lewis...
Uh-oh. Bert, let me use your... Here. You said one way or another, Howie.
That's right. And yeah, maybe through your girl. Is that who you're calling?
Yes.
Are you sure she's at home, Johnny?
That's where I just left her. And I told her to stay there, not to move until she heard from me.
Johnny.
Oh, if Curly Waters ever... Come on, Betty. Pick it up. No answer.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the date with death matter.
Curly Waters, killer, on the loose again. I'd left Betty in her apartment. I told her to stay there. But when I tried to call her on the phone, no answer. Lieutenant Howard Daly and I took the elevator down to the street to his prowl car. Next turn left, Howie. Take the next left.
No. We'll make it the one after that.
But it's one way, the wrong way.
Yeah, but it'll give us a shortcut. After a couple of blocks. Hang on, Johnny.
Hold! Now, it's the third building in the block.
Lead the way, Johnny. Where's the elevator?
Come on, forget it. The stairs are quicker.
Johnny, if Curly has got to her...
Don't say it.
Haven't you got a key?
I have not.
Stand back, Johnny. I'll see if I can smash it open.
Wait a minute. Betty. Betty. Wait, look, it's open. Betty. Betty, are you...
I'm afraid she's gone, Johnny. Just gone.
We went over the apartment with a fine-tooth comb, hoping to find some clue as to where she'd gone. Yeah, and how she'd gone. Curly was a desperate man, likely to do anything. Betty had left in a hurry, we were sure of that, because the closet in the foyer was left open, the coat hanger lying on the floor, and because of the way she'd left the front door unlocked. But that was all we knew. At least there was no sign of a struggle.
Because he probably had a gun. And your girlfriend probably knows he's one of the best shots in the country.
All right, Howie, now listen. Huh?
No, let me take it, Johnny.
But it may be. I'll get it. Hello?
Lieutenant Howard Daly there?
Who's calling?
Riley down at headquarters. Who'd you think?
Oh, it's Riley.
Thanks. Yeah?
We got one of them, Lieutenant. Gimpy Taylor.
What's that?
Where?
About 11 miles up North Road.
Yeah?
He wrapped a stolen car around a big elm tree, up at Dead Man's Cave.
Did it kill him?
He managed to crawl a couple of 100 yards into the brush before he conked out.
Was Curly Waters with him?
Riley. Was Curly Waters with him?
There was no sign of him, but the man they stole the car from said there was two of them. There was two of them then.
Ask him. Any sign of Betty there?
Riley. Any sign of a passenger, a girl?
No, sir, Lieutenant.
Okay, I'll keep checking with you. You hear it all, Johnny?
Yeah.
2 men stole the car. So the other one must have been Curly.
Yeah, but whether they were both on the rack and Curly was able to get away. After all, if Gimpy was able to crawl a couple of 100 yards...
Yeah. Curly may be a couple of 100 miles away by now.
Or maybe not. Howie, I don't think he left town with Gimpy. Helped him steal the car, yeah, to make it look as though he was leaving.
Why do you say that, Johnny?
Because of Betty. Because I think he's holding Betty to get me to him.
Then maybe you'll agree to a 24-hour-a-day bodyguard after all, huh?
No, absolutely not.
Johnny,
You think that Curly's a jerk?
I
Well, he
know.
isn't. He's smart. He's smart enough to smell a cop a mile away.
Just the
no,
same,
Howie, no. There's only one thing to do, only one way to flush him out.
Johnny.
Betty, what happened? Where have you been? What happened to you?
Well, I got a phone call.
Yeah?
From the hospital. At least they said it was the hospital.
Yeah?
They said you were down there. That you'd been shot by Curly Waters.
See, I told you he's clever, Howie. Oh, Betty, thank heaven he isn't out to get you. Oh, this is Lieutenant Daly from headquarters.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Hello. What were you going to say, Johnny?
I say he's clever. This means that Curly's still in town, still gunning for me. He called Betty to get her away from this apartment, knowing that I'd come here.
Johnny.
Yeah. And he might have been here waiting for me if you hadn't come, too. But he's smart enough to want to catch me alone. So, Howie, it means there's only one bait in the world that'll bring him out in the open.
What's that, Johnny?
Me. Alone.
Johnny.
All right. Betty, you're staying here. Howie, you're going back to headquarters. Me, I'm going to my apartment. I'm going to sit there and wait for him.
Oh, Johnny, no.
Okay. Sure, Johnny, you go right ahead. But I'll have enough men hidden away surrounding that place of yours.
No, then you'll never get him. Then he'll have to skip out. Maybe skip the country.
I'd like to see him try it.
Howie, he's an actor, a good one. If that costume of a priest he was going to use before, he can... Well, in that, he could have walked right by you or me or anybody else and never have been recognized. And with a phony passport, which he already has, he'll skip the country, all right. But when he comes back, I won't know. I won't be ready for him. Right now, I am.
Oh, but please, Johnny.
Yeah,
don't you
listen.
No, Howie.
But you'd be a sitting duck for him.
Sorry. It's the only way.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar. Pigeon. Maybe soon to be a dead one. But the only way to bring Curly Waters out in the open was for me to wait for him. Wait for him to come and try to kill me. So after making Betty promise to stay in her apartment and Lieutenant Daly to go back to headquarters, I went over to my own apartment. And I waited. Believe me, I felt anything but brave. But I'd rather take my chances on having it out with him now than spend the rest of my life knowing he was still alive, somewhere, still gunning for me. That sooner or later he'd catch me off guard. 11 p.m., 12, 12:30. Huh? My impulse was to raise my gun and pull off a couple of shots right through that door. Yeah? Who was it?
It's Howie. Open up.
Oh. Oh, Howie, what the devil are you doing here?
Just checking up, Johnny. Checking up.
You got a bunch of your boys scattered around out there?
No.
Those bodyguards you were talking about?
No, Johnny, but listen, will you? Sitting here alone, waiting for him, you're taking too much of a chance. Can't you get it through that thick skull of yours?
I tell you, it's the only way to make him show himself.
And I tell you, it's the surest way in the world to get murdered.
You don't think I'm able to take care of myself, huh?
I didn't say that.
Well, then?
I'm a cop, Johnny. I just can't let you do this.
Oh? You mean you're worried that maybe you'll be set down to pounding a beat again?
Oh, no, you crazy fool. I'm worried about you. Won't you change your mind?
No. Now, you better leave, Howie, and for heaven's sake, don't come back again.
But unless I do, how can I tell? How will I know?
Oh, you'll know. If he does come, and I'm sure he will, if you don't scare him off.
I hope and pray he doesn't.
Well, when it's all over, I'll call you.
Johnny, if he kills
Oh, go
you...
on, Howie, will you? You're just holding things up. And don't tell me he doesn't know you've come here. So go on, baby, beat it.
Okay.
And you give me your word that you won't come back until I call you.
But what if he gets you?
Your word on it?
Okay, Johnny.
I went back into my little kitchen and brewed a pot of coffee, a big one. Fatigue was a possibility I hadn't thought of until right now. But maybe Curly Waters had. Yeah, he probably thought of a lot of things, a lot of tricks. Because at least one thing was sure, after what happened a few days ago, he knew that somehow he'd have to get me off guard. I hoped and prayed that Howie would keep his word, would keep his men away from the whole area. That he himself would stay away, not even call until this whole thing had come to a head. Then I heard it. It was at the back door of my apartment, the kitchen door that led to a fire escape. Fortunately, I'd turned the light off in the kitchen. I could sneak in without being seen.
Johnny.
Oh.
Johnny.
Betty, get in here quick. Oh, why did you come here?
Oh, Johnny, I've been crazy with worry.
Didn't the lieutenant have brains enough to put some men around your place to keep an eye on you?
I threw an old tin can out the window, and when they went to investigate, I sneaked out the back way through the alley.
Betty, you're insane to have come here. Don't you see? If Curly comes and there's a lot of shooting...
You think I could just sit there knowing what might happen here any minute? Knowing that if Curly got lucky or something...
honey, I don't know what to tell you. And I can't send you back without a police guide. And if the police come around, it'll only keep Curly away. I've just been sitting here hoping that Howie will have sense enough not to come back again.
Again?
Oh, yeah, he got worried about me, too. And... Wait a minute.
Johnny, it's Curly. Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, maybe it is. All right. Go on into the bedroom here. Come on, Betty.
Johnny.
Now, stay there. No matter what happens, stay there. You understand? Stay there.
Please, dear.
Yeah, who is it?
Howie, open up.
Oh. I told you, Howie, you idiot. You would...
Just don't try to raise that gun, Dollar.
Curly.
Drop it. Drop it, Dollar. Now, over there. Sit in that chair. Yeah, I guessed right. You sent the cops away so I'd come after you, but I had to be sure. That's why I've been sitting in an empty apartment across the hall all afternoon, all night, to make sure. That's how I knew what the lieutenant's voice sounded like.
Real clever boy, Curly.
All right. I'm not going to waste any time. That dumb lieutenant might try coming back again, and I'd have to kill him, too. So, Dollar, I'm not even giving you time to pray.
You're pretty sure there aren't any cops planted around here, aren't you?
I'm not only sure, but Gimpy Taylor's wife has spotted where she can see him if they try to come around.
Yeah? Just what do you think she could do about it?
One shot into the alley across the street, and they'd forget all about you. Dumb cops.
All right, tell me, Curly.
Forget it. Goodbye, Dollar. No, don't answer. Not a word, Dollar. Not a word.
Curly.
Just hang it up slowly.
Curly, listen.
What? Who is that?
Or should I?
Curly, listen to me.
Hand me that phone. And don't move.
Move with that gun on me here.
Curly,
Yeah? Who is it?
Myrtle, Gimpy's wife.
Myrtle.
Now listen, Dollar isn't alone.
He what?
In the bedroom, waiting for you. Listen, is the door to that bedroom open?
No, it isn't.
What goes, Curly?
Quiet.
Now listen to me. If the door of that bedroom starts to open, don't wait. Start shooting.
Hey, Dollar, hold this phone. Keep the line open. And don't move out of that chair.
Mind telling me why?
Quiet. Quiet. No, you don't.
But I do. Okay, Betty. And thank heaven you remember the number to dial and make those phones ring.
And how about the way I disguised my voice for him?
Do you realize what a chance you were taking if he hadn't turned to fire when you kicked open that door? If I'd missed him when I threw that phone at him?
It worked. That's all that counts.
And look, one of his bullets nicked you right here on the arm.
Nick me. Oh, blood. Oh, hold me, Johnny.
Oh, sure. Sure. Yeah, Curly's back in the clink. And this time to stay. When the necessary papers were signed, I hauled him over to the state pen myself. So, expense account total, including transportation, $47 even. Ready? Ready, Lewis? Well, I'll tell you this. If I were the marrying kind, believe me. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Lucille Meredith, James McCallion, Russ Thorson, Sam Edwards, and Herb Vigran. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking. From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, my name is Parley Barron. I'm calling from Hollywood.
Hollywood? What insurance company, Mr. Barron?
None.
You handle all investigations for Eastern Liability and Trust.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Well, I am sure that they'll be calling you in shortly.
What about, sir?
A little matter of embezzlement.
Oh?
Nearly $10,000 that's been stolen from the Berkeley Furniture Manufacturing Company there in Hartford.
You're connected with Berkeley Furniture?
No, actually I am not.
Then what's your connection with this embezzlement?
I suggest you check with Berkeley and, of course, the insurance company.
Of course.
When you have learned the facts from them, I am sure you will find it of the utmost importance to contact me.
You sent in Hollywood?
Yes. Goodbye, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, but where in Holly... Hello? Hello? Oh, he's a lot of help.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Eastern Liability and Trust Company Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Hollywood mystery matter. Expense account item 1, 10 cents for a phone call to Hal Speidel, who's my regular contact at Eastern Liability and Trust.
Well, hi, Johnny. Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, nice to talk to you, Hal. Listen, have you received a report of loss from the Berkeley Furniture Manufacturing Company?
Well, they're a client of ours, but no. What makes you ask a thing like that?
A phone call I just got.
They called you direct?
Well, somebody did. A man by the name of Polly...
Wait a second. Yes, Miss Turner. Who? Hold everything, Johnny.
I'm holding.
Hey, what did you say? When? We'll find out how much. Johnny.
Yeah?
You've got an assignment, boy, and it's Berkeley Furniture Manufacturing Company.
Embezzlement?
Yes.
10,000?
But how you found out about it? Listen, they just found out about it themselves, so get on over there and see what goes, will you?
Hal, will do. Yeah, my informant, the man who'd called me, had really known something. But how to locate him? Item 2, $1.45 taxi to the Berkeley plant on the northwest edge of town. It's a small company, but an old one. When I flashed my credentials to the receptionist, I was immediately shown into the office of the high and mighty himself.
Well, I must say your insurance company acts very promptly, Mr. Dollar. Sit down, sir.
Thanks, Mr. Berkeley.
I'll get straight to the point, sir. We've suffered a considerable loss.
Yeah, so I understand from Hal Speidel at Eastern Liability and Trust. $10,000, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, nearly $10,000. But I don't recall mentioning the amount to Mr. Speidel. In any event, Mr. Dollar, what I want is that money back. I don't care what you do with the thief.
All right, have you any idea who took it, Mr. Berkeley?
I certainly have. The ungrateful...
Who, sir?
One of our bookkeepers, a gentleman who has been with the company over 30 years. What are you smiling about, Mr. Dollar?
Well, he's stolen this money from you, but you still call him a gentleman.
Because I always thought he was. Did his job, never complained.
That's your measure of a gentleman, huh?
Eh? What's that?
How much money did he earn, Mr. Berkeley?
$65 a week. What difference does it make?
Just wondered.
An old man living alone was plenty for him.
Unless, of course, he was gambling, something like that.
Gambling? Him? Of course not. He never had enough money.
Trouble at home, maybe? Is he married?
No. He'd never be able to support a wife.
After 30 years with your company?
I paid him as much as I thought he was worth.
Yeah? Or as little as you thought you could get away with?
That is really no concern of yours. Return of the money is.
All right. Where does he live, Mr. Berkeley?
In a small apartment on the north side of town.
And when did you last see him?
Yesterday morning. Said he had to see his doctor in the afternoon. Yes, it's against my usual practice, but I let him off.
Mm-hmm. But, of course, you decided to dock his pay.
Naturally. I have to keep discipline in a place like this.
Oh, sure.
And this morning, when I opened the safe, I discovered that the money was missing. $9,984.75. The cash that we had on hand for emergencies. I also discovered that he hadn't come to the office. So I phoned his apartment.
And?
I learned that our respected gentleman bookkeeper left town yesterday afternoon, bag and baggage.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he took the money.
I'd like to know why not.
Well, was he the only one who had access to the safe?
Of course not. All of the bookkeepers have.
How many of them? Others, I mean.
3. But you think for 1 minute they'd dare take that money and then come back here and face me?
Maybe you got a point there.
What?
Have you notified the police of this loss?
No. I prefer that the whole thing be kept as quiet as possible for the sake of my company's reputation. Please, remember that, sir.
Whatever you say, Mr. Berkeley.
That's why I have no desire to prosecute him, why I'll refuse to even file charges, as long as I get the money back.
Yeah. Now, what's his address?
11231 North Maple Street.
11231.
But as I told you, he isn't there. He's left town.
Yeah, you told me. How old a man is he?
In his 60s. But what difference does that make? Oh, and Mr. Dollar.
Yeah?
Just how did you happen to know about this so soon? I mean the amount that was stolen.
From somebody who called me on the phone.
Oh?
Somebody who apparently knew a good deal about it. If I can locate him, get in touch with him, he can probably be a lot of help in running down this Come to think of it, you haven't told me what his name is.
The bookkeeper? The embezzler?
Yeah.
Barron, sir.
What?
Yes. Parley Barron.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Hollywood Mystery Matter.
So the embezzler of the $10,000 was Parley Barron, the same man who'd called me on the phone. Apparently called me before the company even knew the money was missing. And he'd had the audacity to inform me that I should contact him. Yeah, somewhere in Hollywood. Which is like saying the needle is somewhere in the haystack. Item 3, $250 for a taxi to the little apartment house on North Maple Street. I paid off the driver, then walked into the open foyer and looked for the usual bank of mailboxes to find out which apartment was Parley Barron's.
Hey, you want me to wait for you, mister?
No, that's all right, driver. You go ahead if you want to.
Okay, let me see.
Now, let's see. Nelson, Davis, Parrots. Oops.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
That's all right. Spaulding, Pierce, Robeson.
Taxi, wait a minute.
Oh, here we are. Barron, apartment 103.
Just a minute, young man. Are you a salesman?
Oh, no. I was just looking up the apartment number of Mr. Parley Barron.
Well, he ain't here, mister.
You're sure?
No, sir. He left here bag and baggage yesterday afternoon.
Have you any idea where he went?
No. Who are you? Cops or something?
Here. My credentials.
Johnny Dollar, insurance investigator.
Yeah, that's right. Now, look, I want you to let me into his apartment.
Well, yes, sir. Right this way. Something wrong, Mr. Dollar?
No, just a routine investigation.
Oh, well, I was sure he'd done nothing wrong.
Oh, why do you say that?
Why, nice, quiet old man like him, why should he? Only excitement he ever has is when his niece comes to visit with him.
His niece?
Yes, sir. Name's Virginia. Jenny Lockhart. Wonderful girl. Sort of drops in here to look after him once in a while, cook him a good meal. Now, here we are.
Well, it sure looks like he left in a hurry. Closet's open, doors pulled out. Where can I find this niece you mentioned?
Why, didn't you see her when you just came in?
That girl who bumped into me down in the lobby, that was Jenny Lockhart?
Well, must have been. Guess she dropped in for a visit with her uncle, found him gone, and then lit out again.
And I didn't have sense enough to get a good look at her.
Well, now, here's a picture of her, mister. Sent it to him from her vacation last winter.
Vacation, huh? Blue sky and palm trees.
Down in Hollywood, I understand.
Is that where she's headed for now?
Well, now you got me there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah? What's that you picked up, mister?
Well, it's a note, I guess. Yeah, it's addressed to her. Jenny, my dear. The doctor you had me see has finally told me the truth. Is this his handwriting?
Yeah, that's his, all right.
He's finally told me the truth. I have less than a week to live.
Oh, my.
And so for the first time in my life, except for some happy moments with you, I'm going to really live. make up for some of the things I've had to miss all these years.
Well, say now.
Yes. You may have some idea where I've gone, but please, dear, don't try to follow me. Your loving Holly.
Yeah, like I said, that's what...
And she ran off with the taxi I had.
Oh, you want me to call you a taxi, mister?
I sure do, brother, and fast. Item 4, $7.50 for a trip to the airport that should have got the cabbie locked up for life. We ran every stoplight along the way. So what happened? I got there just in time to see a plane taking off. And the man at the ticket counter politely informed me that Virginia Lockhart was among the passengers headed for New York. And where would she go from there? Hollywood. I'd bet my last nickel on it. Yeah, and she could lead me to the man I was after. I checked the schedules of all the airlines leaving New York. If I took the next plane out of Hartford, I could barely make a flight out of New York to the West Coast. In other words, Hollywood. Item 5, $162.80 for a through ticket. When we arrived in New York, where I had only seconds to change planes, I was the first one off. And then I saw her. She was boarding a plane from another ramp. By breaking a couple of records for the 100-yard dash and bulling my way through the gate, I managed to climb aboard just as the doors were being closed. A quick flash at my credentials kept the stewardess from throwing me off, and in a couple of minutes we were airborne.
Now, I guess we'd better make some arrangement about your ticket, sir.
Huh? Tickets?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no. Here, I already have it. Here you are.
Oh, thank you. I'll just... Mr. Dollar?
Yeah?
I'm sorry, but this ticket is for Los Angeles.
Well, sure. That's where I'm going.
Well, not on this plane, I'm afraid.
Huh?
This is a non-stop flight to Miami.
What?
Yes, sir. Miami, Florida.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Hollywood Mystery Matter.
Wait a minute. This plane is headed for Florida?
Yes, sir. Non-stop flight to Miami.
But I thought this was... Look, I gotta get to Los Angeles, to Hollywood.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, not half as sorry as I am. So what do I do now?
Well, I'm afraid there isn't much you can do. So why don't you go up in the cabin where there's one extra seat and, well, just relax and enjoy it.
Okay, miss. Great. I'd been so sure it was Virginia Lockhart I'd seen climb aboard this plane, that she'd lead me to her uncle in Hollywood, to wherever he was in Hollywood. So what happened? I was stuck aboard a plane to Miami. All right, I took the advice of the stewardess and walked forward into the cabin to find a seat. And for once, luck was with me. The one vacant seat in that whole plane was right next to, yeah, you guessed it, to Ginny Lockhart. But why Miami? Could she possibly know that I was on the trail of Parley Barron? Was this a trick to lead me off his trail? I decided there was only one thing to do, play it like I hadn't the least idea in the world who she was, and at the same time, see if I could learn anything from her. As long as we're seatmates on this trip, we may as well know each other. My name's Johnny, Johnny Dollar. Miss,
How do you do, Mr. Dollar?
Be kind of nice to get on down south and away from all the snow and cold, won't it? Would you like some champagne? I understand all I have to do is flag down the stewardess, and she'll be... how about it?
No, thank you.
Well, excuse me for saying so, but you look worried about something.
I'm sure it wouldn't interest you.
No, maybe not. But, sometimes it does a lot of good to cry on somebody's shoulder, and since we'll probably never see each other again after this trip, and, well, I have a good broad shoulder.
Thank you, but it's not necessary.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Going down to Florida for a vacation?
No. I'm going to Florida to try to save somebody's life.
Oh?
But I'd rather not talk about it.
And she didn't. Or did she talk about anything else during the rest of the flight? As we came into Miami, I decided the only thing I could do was transfer to a plane for Los Angeles and hope for the best. But she was my only real lead to Parley Barron. And if I left her here and went on to Hollywood. So I changed my mind. I decided to stay with her. Item 6, $9 even for a taxi that followed hers out of Miami Airport, then headed north. And where do we end up? Hollywood. Hollywood, Florida. Hollywood by the sea. And the Diplomat Hotel. I watched her make inquiries at the desk, heard the clerk tell her room 716. I managed to get an elevator before she did. By the time she reached the door of 716 and raised her hand to knock, I was standing right beside her.
Mr. Johnny Dollar, what are you doing here?
I've been following you, Ginny,
Why?
to find your uncle, Parley Barron, who stole $10,000 from the company he was working for.
He what?
Yeah. And unless I'm all wet, this is the door to his suite.
You say he stole...
I found the note
stole...
he'd written to you, Ginny, back at his apartment in Hartford.
Mr. Dollar, Johnny...
Yeah, and it all ties up, including his phone call to me. It was to make me think he was headed for Hollywood, California, to throw me off, give him time.
Please listen to me.
He said that for once in his life, for the few remaining days of it, he was really going to live it up. So he came here, to the Hollywood that you told him about. Came here for one last desperate, glorious fling.
Listen, that's what he thought. But don't you see...
And the more I've thought about it, thought about that crummy, penny-pinching outfit that he worked for 30 miserable years, the more I hated this assignment. Hated the thought of having to deprive that poor old man of this one last chance to get some fun out of life. Because all I know about him is that he's a decent sort who's been taken advantage of.
He's a wonderful man. And he's been a good man all his life.
Jenny, don't you see? Unless I get him return the $10,000 to his firm...
Johnny, listen. He can't have spent $10,000, and I'll make up the rest.
Sorry, Jenny.
You're not the police. You're not the law.
But I have a job to do.
Does that dirty old company want the money? Or does it want him? Johnny?
For the sake of my company's reputation, that's why I have no desire to prosecute him. Why I refuse to even file charges, as long as I get the money back.
Johnny, if I give you enough to take the $10,000 back to them?
Okay. Okay, Jenny, it's a deal.
Oh, thank you. I'm awfully glad. And because of something else, Johnny.
Oh?
The reason why I was looking for him.
What do you mean?
The new doctor I'd had him go to a couple of weeks ago, my doctor. He gave him a lot of tests. Then Uncle went back to see him yesterday afternoon.
Yes, I understand.
It was to find out the result of the tests, and the doctor told him wrong. The lab reports had got mixed up.
You mean that he isn't going to die?
No. And the doctor tried to call him, but couldn't reach him, so he called me. That's why I went to his apartment. But he'd left, so I came down here to try to find him. I tried to tell you, Johnny, because... Well, don't you see he's going to be all right?
Well, then, Jenny, I guess that leaves only one more thing to be done.
What, Johnny?
Tell him the good news. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for a good-looking girl. And maybe this makes me an accessory to the crime. But you know something? And you can blame it on the holiday season, anything you like. I don't care. Expense account total, including the trip back to Hartford. Well, a happy new year to you, too. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Because of another adventure in Hollywood, Florida. But that one you'll have to read about in the February issue of Harper's Bazaar. It's just out, so grab a copy, will you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Gene Tatum, Parley Bear, Forrest Lewis, Junius Matthews, and Frank Gerstle. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking. Gunsmoke rises today on the CBS Radio Network.
Time now for
Johnny Dollar.
I have your call to Universal Adjustment Bureau in Hartford.
Oh, thank you, operator. Hello.
Pat McCracken.
Johnny Dollar, Pat.
Oh, Johnny, I've been trying to reach you.
Yeah, I'm in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh?
Been down here the better part of a week and just thought I'd check to see...
Johnny, I'm glad you called. Can you grab a plane out to the West Coast?
Don't see why not.
Good. Your contact will be Arthur at Western Maritime and Property, office in Beverly Hills.
Got it. What's it all about, Pat?
Piracy, according to him.
What was that?
You heard me.
Now, for a second there, I thought you said piracy.
Maybe you'd better go out there and see him, huh?
Yeah, but I still don't believe it.
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Welcome, William Bendick. Nobody can act up to par with a nasty cold. I check my cold distress the fast way, with 4-way cold tablets.
Yes, tests of 4 leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting of all. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve aches, pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
4-way's the fast way to relieve those cold miseries. Then you feel better quickly.
4-way cold tablets, only 29 and 59 cents.
Now, a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Does dandruff dull your hair, leave scalp itchy? Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo and get rid of unsightly dandruff in 3 minutes. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, unsightly dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. And now, Act 1 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Western Maritime and Property Insurance Company, Beverly Hills office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Baldero matter. Expense account item 1, $146.85, plane ticket to Los Angeles. Earl Poorman, with whom I just finished working on a case, drove me from Sarasota to the International Airport in Tampa.
Well, I don't know why not, Johnny.
Oh, are you kidding? In this day and age, a bunch of bearded gorillas stripped to the waist, bandanas wrapped around their heads, waving cutlasses.
I didn't say that, Johnny.
And Long John Silver, I suppose, leading the boarding party. Oh, Earl, that kind of stuff went on a couple of 100 years ago.
Sure. But do you remember that palatial yacht that was boarded and taken over just off San Salvador about a year ago?
Well, yes.
Convicts from a prison colony on the island of Isabella. They had control of that yacht for 3 days, Johnny. And when they left, they took along everything of value they could get their hands on.
Yeah, I remember.
You don't call that piracy?
Well, maybe so. You think that's what happened in this case?
There's only one way to find out.
The flight to Los Angeles was uneventful. Thanks to the time zone differential, it was only 4:30 p.m. when I arrived. Item 2, $6 even for a cab to the Beverly Hilton, where I parked my bags. Item 3, 10 cents for a phone call to Arthur, who, if I remember correctly, was quite a character. Good insurance man, but, a character. Item 4, 75 cents for a cab to his office on Wilshire Boulevard.
Yes, it all happened somewhere off the coast of Mexico. Mr. Baldstein and his party were just cruising around. They were just taking life easy.
Baldeston is the owner of the yacht?
H.B. Baldeston. Oh, he's a big stockbroker. He lives here in Beverly Hills at 3124 North Roxbury Drive.
And what's the name of his yacht?
The Baldero. Oh, it is a tremendous thing, John. It's over 100 feet from stem to stern.
Wow.
It's 100
Where is it now?
feet long.
Arthur, where does he keep it now?
At his dock. He was down there in Balboa. Oh, you know where Balboa is.
Yes, I know.
Oh, one of the nicest places by the ocean in all of California.
Yes.
Now, Johnny, if I ever wanted to retire, that would
who
be
were the guests on board?
Well, let me see. His wife, of course, and Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Hooper, and young Richard Speidel, and Lee Wilway.
Just cruising around, huh?
Yes, but they'd planned to sail on up to San Francisco for that big charity ball up there on the 30th.
Oh.
That's why they all had their finest clothes and most expensive jewelry with them.
Oh?
Yes, sir. $394,000 worth of jewelry. Stolen.
Oh.
Yes, plus a few other things, too. Mostly silverware, things like that. Actually, it was reported to me by one of the guests on the yacht.
These pirates simply pulled alongside in the middle of the night, held them at gunpoint, took the stuff and left.
That's right. There were two of them. Oh, my, they must have been horrid fellas.
Just where off the coast of Mexico did this happen?
Well, I'm not quite sure. Mr. Balderston was, he was kind of vague about where it happened, you know. He's kind of vague.
Maybe I better talk to him.
Yes, by all means, Johnny.
Yeah. Art, I'll see you later. Item 5, $50 deposit on a rental car. I drove to the Balderston's home on North Roxbury. It was a tremendous place in one of the most wealthy parts of Beverly Hills. A snazzy-looking sports car was parked in the broad driveway, and as I walked up to the front door, another car, a big sedan, pulled in the drive. A heavy-set, well-dressed, rather nice-looking man of about 50 got out of it and came over to me.
Are you, looking for someone, young man?
Well, I believe this is the Balderston residence.
That's right, and I'm Harry Balderston.
Oh, well, my name is Dollar, Mr. Balderston.
Johnny Dollar? The insurance investigator that Mr. Arthur sent for?
That's right, sir.
Well, come in. We'll have a cocktail or two. I understand it's that time of day, and I'm sure you won't object.
Not a bit.
Good. And I'll tell you all about the unfortunate affair aboard the Boldero. Happened just night before last, you know.
So I understand. But I'm not quite clear as to just exactly where you were when it happened.
Down off the Mexican coast, Dollar. Sit down.
Thanks.
Yes, it took us nearly 12 hours to get back to Balboa. And at 11 knots, well, you can figure it out for yourself. Mary Lee.
Yes, Harry?
Come on down, dear. I want you to meet Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, all right, dear.
Now, I'll pour us a drink and tell you all about it.
So he poured. His wife joined us, and we talked. But I'm afraid I didn't learn much more than I already knew. They'd both been asleep when it happened. The so-called pirates had come aboard very quietly. Both they and their guests had been held in their respective cabins by one of the men while the other gathered the loot. The men had worn long oilskin raincoats, had nylon stockings pulled over their faces to conceal their identity. Only one of the guests, Lee Wilway, had even seen the boat they'd used. Balderston never did tell me definitely where it happened. And the more I listened, the more suspicious I got. Yeah, suspicious of him.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
There goes a treasure car. There goes another. And another. And one of them may be your car. Yes, folks, you may have a Fram treasure hunt filter in your car worth $1,000 and not even know it. A Fram filter worth 1,000 silver dollars. A filter change is important to today's cars, so important that Fram Corporation, in conjunction with its silver anniversary, is paying $60,000 in cash to get you to check your filters now. Last year, 10,000 secretly numbered Fram filters were distributed all over the United States and installed in cars during regular servicing. These filters are worth from $1 to $1,000. You may have one in your car and not even know it. A Fram filter worth 1,000 silver dollars. Check your oil filter and air filter now. If there's a specially numbered Fram filter in your car, you will win up to 1,000 silver dollars, and your dealer will win the same amount. Get in on Fram's big silver treasure hunt. Check your car filters now.
And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Boldero matter.
Well, Dollar, it was hard to tell just where we were. I keep an engineer on board, and he'd been at the wheel most of the day.
But you were anchored for the night.
That's right. You see, we were just killing time until it was time to head north to San Francisco and that charity ball the ladies wanted to go to.
Yes, the charity ball. And after waiting 2 months. Now I suppose we'll just have to forget it with all our jewelry gone.
Didn't you check your position to find your way back to Balboa?
Just headed east, then followed the shoreline.
You say that one of your guests... Incidentally, I want to check with them.
Oh, by all means.
I'll give you their addresses.
Yes, there may have been details that we've forgotten, overlooked. After all, we were a bit upset over what had happened, and probably more than a little confused.
Well, I know I was.
You said that one of your friends got a look at the boat these men used.
Yes. Lee Wilway ran up on deck. Of course, it was dark and there was some fog, but Lee said it was a black boat.
Well, now you can't...
A long black speedboat.
Maybe. By the time the rest of us got up there, it had completely disappeared.
Then I had Beacon start the diesels, and we made the run back to Balboa.
You notified the Coast Guard, of course.
Not until we got in.
What?
Well, Lee had been fooling with the radio earlier. The rest of us were in the main cabin playing cards. And, when we tried to send out a call, the transmitter wouldn't work.
Where'll I find this Lee Wilway?
Here, I've written down the address for you. And our other guests, too. Mr. and Mrs. Hooper and Richard Spidel.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Dollar...
Mr. Balderston...
Yes?
I'll see you later. Yeah, there was something very funny about this whole thing. But I wasn't quite sure just what. I checked with Mr. and Mrs. Hooper. Elderly, very quiet and dignified. Their story was the same as the Balderstons. Except in one thing. They weren't at all sure it had taken them any 12 hours to get back to port. I drove to the address of Lee Wilway. It was a small apartment below Wilshire. After all, if Lee was the only one awake and alert enough to have taken a good look at the pirates in their boat. Yeah, and what about the yacht's radio that wouldn't work after Lee had spent the evening fooling with it?
Yes?
Oh, I beg... Well, that is, I'm looking for Lee Wilway.
I'm Lee. Who are you?
Believe me, Charles of the Ritz would have been proud of this one. A living doll. 23 or 4, she was tall, slim, and her pretty face topped with red hair that looked oh so carefully disarranged. Yeah, she was a beauty. And yet, as we talked, I couldn't quite picture this gal on a yachting trip with the Balderstons.
Gee, no, I haven't the least idea where we were when it happened, Johnny. It could have been a million miles out to sea, but if Baldy... Mr. Balderston says it took us 12 hours to get back. It must have taken us 12 hours.
And you're sure you didn't recognize either of the men who boarded the yacht, Lee, huh?
No, I certainly didn't. But I saw the boat they had. It was a long black one.
Solid black?
Solid black.
Did anyone else on board see that boat?
No, at least... I don't think so.
What did you do after they left?
Went up to the bridge, to the radio. Didn't they tell you?
To call the Coast Guard?
Well, yeah, sure, only...
They said you were at the radio earlier.
Yes, just listening. But after it was over and I tried to call the Coast Guard, well, it just wouldn't work. Like another drink, Johnny?
The Balderstons and Hoopers were playing bridge earlier.
Yes. Look, Johnny, have you had dinner yet?
Where were the other guests?
Dickie boy?
Yes, Dick Spidel.
No, I don't know.
And what did he do after you were boarded and robbed?
He was probably down in his cabin with his head under the covers, scared to death. If he had any nerve, he could have stopped them, too.
What do you mean?
Well, his was the one cabin they didn't go into. They didn't bother him. And he knew there was a rifle they used for shooting sharks. He knew it was on the rack just outside his door. And if he'd come up shooting with it, why, those pirates would have jumped overboard and run for home. I'll just bet they would.
Apparently you don't think much of this Dick Spidel.
Would you? Acting like that? Doing nothing when he could have?
Incidentally, when I stopped at the Balderstons, I saw a sports car outside.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a dreamboat? It's Larry's.
Who's Larry?
Larry Balderston. He's my... Oh, gee, Johnny, I'm getting hungry. Why don't we have another drink and then have some dinner?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't.
I'm not used to being turned down, Johnny.
Well, I'm sorry, but there are a couple of people I've got to see.
Oh, like who?
Your friend Dick Spidel, among others.
Oh.
I'll see you later, Lee.
I'll be here, Johnny.
I guess I'm not as familiar with the streets of Los Angeles as I thought. It took me over half an hour to find Spidel's apartment. It was one of those ultra-swank affairs just off Sweetser Avenue below the famous Sunset Strip. I parked under a big palm tree. Then, as I backed out of my car, another one roared up and stopped behind me. The glare of the headlights partly blinded me.
Just a minute, you.
Huh?
Johnny Dollar, huh?
That's right. Who are you?
Here. Oh!
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Ever have trouble sleeping nights because of acid indigestion, heartburn, or gas? Then remember, for acid indigestion, nothing but Tums works so fast to make you feel so good so long. Tums work fast. Get rid of the burning excess acids that won't let you sleep. In a matter of seconds, you begin to feel better, and Tums relief stays with you. You relax, go to sleep pleasantly, because Tums bring complete relief. Get rid of burning excess stomach acids completely. Nothing but Tums works so fast to make you feel so good so long. So when acid indigestion keeps you awake, take Tums. Keep a handy roll of Tums on the night table, within easy reach. And remember, there's no mixing or fixing with Tums. You don't even need to get out of bed. Get the very best. Get Tums, 10 cents. 3-roll pack, a quarter. Or get the new 6-roll pack with free metal carrier, only 49 cents. Always carry Tums, T-U-M-S. Keep your tummy under Tums control. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
The headlights of my attacker's car had partly blinded me, but I'd seen enough of it to know it was the same one I'd seen at the home of Mr. Balderston. Yeah, his son Larry's. But I came to find myself parked behind the wheel of my own car. And lying on the seat beside me were 5 crisp $100 bills and a note. Take this money and get out of town, it said. You have no case anyway because the things that were stolen off the yacht have been returned. So you may as well leave while you have your health. No signature. There was only one person in the world I wanted to see at that moment, Larry Balderston. But I felt a bit rocky since I was at the front door of Dick Speidel's apartment, since I'd really come to see him, and if I was lucky, he might have a good stiff drink handy.
Feeling better now, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, I am. Thanks, Dick.
It's Richard, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, sure. But go on with what you were saying.
Well, the whole thing was absurd, of course. But the only reason Mrs. Balderston insisted on taking Lee on that yachting trip and to the charity affair, and of course I was supposed to be her escort, was to shame her, to show her up.
How do you mean?
Well, after all, in spite of her beauty, she is a rather common person, rather cheap. So Mrs. Balderston hoped that facing her with the ladies and gentlemen who attend the ball would embarrass her.
Oh, I see.
And that she'd realize she has no place among people like ourselves.
People like you are just too good for her.
Well, to put it bluntly, yes. In any event, Mrs. Balderston hoped it would break off this rather sordid romance.
Romance?
She and Lawrence Balderston. Larry, she calls him. And Lee is only after his money.
But I take it Larry got wind of this little plan.
Lawrence said that he would prevent its being carried out if it was the last thing he ever did.
So he staged the piracy bet.
Oh, I'm sure it was he. He's always done silly things like that, Mr. Dollar. Rich, headstrong, spoiled as he is. So, when I heard the noise up on deck, I simply locked myself in my cabin and refused to budge when he and whoever he had helping him boarded the yacht.
All because you were scared?
I beg your pardon.
Thanks a lot, Dick.
It's Richard.
You've been a lot of help. Oh, and incidentally...
Yes?
You think Lee Wilway was in on it, too? That's why she spent so much time on the ship's radio earlier in the evening?
Indubitably, so that she could guide him to the yacht in his speedboat. His speedboat, of course, has all sorts of radio equipment aboard.
What color is that speedboat?
A mahogany. Why?
Lee said the pirates were using a solid black boat.
Which simply proves she was onto his plan.
What do you mean?
Well, the wench was lying, that's all.
Maybe you're right. Thanks, Dick.
It's Richard, if you don't know.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, do come in.
Thank you, Mrs. Balderston.
My husband's on the telephone talking to the engineer of our yacht down in Balboa.
Oh.
And what do you think has happened?
I think I can guess.
That's fine. Just stay on watch, and I'll be back down there to pick those things up in the morning. Goodbye. It's true, Mary Lee.
Oh, splendid.
Whoever took them from us returned everything to the boat. Everything is... Oh, Mr. Dollar. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard. Where's your son, Larry, or Lawrence, or whatever you call him?
Larry? Well, as a matter of fact,
the dear boy came in just a little while ago.
Where is he?
In the study, I believe. He said he had a call to make on the other phone.
Thanks.
Why, what's wrong, Mr. Dollar? Mr. Dollar!
Yes, I saw you through the window, Lee, trying to make up to that guy Dollar. And let me tell you this.
Let me give you this.
Larry, what is it?
Want some more, Larry?
Now,
Listen, Dollar.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, you and that family of yours can... Well, I'm fed up.
I said, do you want some more, or do you want to start talking?
Okay, I did it. I rigged the whole thing, Jimmy Driscoll and I, because I was fed up with the way Mother was trying to run my life.
Lawrence, dear.
Yeah, but maybe she was right about Lee, after all.
Of course she was, son.
Why, of course, dear.
But now, look, Dollar, if you think you can get away with barging in here and slugging me...
Oh, you... Yes, why? You want more?
Oh, my God, you big brute.
Enough, Larry, huh? You had enough?
Yeah, okay, Dollar.
Okay. Sorry, Mr. Baldiston, but I kind of owed it to him.
Dollar, I've been hoping somebody'd do that for a long time.
What?
Sure, I've spoiled him, too. It's been my fault as much as his mother's.
My fault?
But I never had any idea he'd carry things as far as he did.
Of course, if you like, sir, I could prefer assault charges for his attack on me earlier.
No, I don't think it'll be necessary. And I'm much obliged to you.
But my poor boy...
Just leave him alone, Mary Lee.
Oh.
And suppose you leave us alone while I settle things with Mr. Dollar.
Fee on this case? Forget it. The $500 that Larry mistakenly tried to bribe me with, plus a nice fat check from Mr. Baldiston. Well, much as the thought of it hurts me, let's forget the expense account, too. Okay? Okay. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Hey, who's gonna win the Thoroughbred Kentucky Club's Thoroughbred? Who's gonna win that horse and make it pay? Lots of money, well, Kentucky Club. Pipe Tobacco has to find a winner. So the horse is here, the time is near. Get your entry blank today.
Yes, enter the annual Derby Day contest sponsored by Kentucky Club's 9 brands of pipe tobaccos. First prize, a thoroughbred bay colt, son of famous oil capital, who won over $580,000. Jockey Ted Atkinson helped select this prize colt. You name him and he's yours. He could win a fortune for you. Get Kentucky Club Derby Day contest entry blanks free at tobacco counters now.
Hey, who's gonna win the Thoroughbred Kentucky Club's Thoroughbred? Who's gonna win that horse and make it pay? Lots of money, well, Kentucky Club. Pipe Tobacco has to find a winner. So the horse is here, the time is near. Get your entry blank today.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week? Oh, wait a minute. Belated congratulations to station WJLS in Beckley, West Virginia on its 20th anniversary. Next week, I really go fishing. Yeah, for a body in the middle of Lake Mead. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Eleanor Audley, Vic Perrin, Howard McNear, Larry Dobkin, Will Wright, Carlton G. Young, and Jack Edwards. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Johnny. This is Lou Little over here at State Unity Life.
Lou, it's about time I got a call from you.
I know. But then our nice, quiet, wealthy clientele hasn't been giving us any trouble. Up to now.
What's the problem now?
Johnny, I've got a crazy writer on my hands. Well, maybe not crazy. Actually, he's a very nice old guy, but you know how writers are.
Do I?
Well, don't you?
Only writer I have any contact with is Johnstone.
The man who dramatizes these cases of mine to put them on the air.
And he's perfectly normal?
Well, let's see. He's kind of a nut about fishing.
Is he? If it isn't fishing, it's something else. So help me, every one of them is, well, they've got some peculiarity.
Look, Lou, if liking to fish is a peculiarity, I'm the nuttiest guy around.
Well, you know what I mean. They get so wrapped up in things. Anyhow, this man, this author, is a nut on murder. Writes nothing but murder stories. That's all he thinks about.
So that makes him a killer?
Can you think of anyone better qualified to plan a perfect crime?
You have reason to think something like that's going on, Lou?
Maybe. Maybe you better come on over here and let me tell you about it.
Yeah. Maybe I better.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mendel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to State Unity Life Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the imperfect crime matter. Expense account item 1, $4.26 for a tank full of gas. As long as I could fill up my own car on the expense account, why not? When I got to his office, Lou Little wasted no time in getting to the point.
Bodyguard. Well, I'd say that's up to you after you've heard the facts in the case.
Go ahead, shoot.
Must say, though, I can't think of a nicer job than acting as a bodyguard for her.
Her?
And I mean, what a body. And all that goeth with, wow.
Then you meant authoress rather than author.
No, Johnny, I'm talking about Mrs. Porter.
Porter?
That's right, Denise Porter.
The wife of G. Stanley Porter?
That's right, you know him?
No, but I'd like to.
I doubt that.
Lou, in my book, he's one of the best mystery writers alive.
Oh, no question of it. And over the years, he's done very well for himself.
Well, he deserves to. That man can take the simplest plot and build it up into a fantastic mystery. And his descriptions, Lou, of people and places and things, why, he can almost make you see them just the way he does. What's his problem?
Hers, Johnny. And I've asked her over here to tell you about it herself.
Well, then bring her on.
Well, she should have got here before you did. At least, let me tell you this while we're waiting.
Yeah?
We sold them both life insurance policies right after they got married a little over a year ago.
Each made the other the beneficiary?
Right.
How large are the policies?
$750,000 apiece.
What?
Double indemnity. Yep, $1.5 million in case of death of either one of them.
And now they're not getting along, huh?
Apparently they're not. You see, Johnny... Oh.
Your secretary said to come right in, Mr. Little.
Yes, do, please. Come in.
And suddenly I began to hear sweet music. That whole office took on a kind of soft, warm, pleasant glow around one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. Denise, maybe 26 or 7, tall, blonde, and beautiful. Her complexion, faintly tanned, was flawless, and her figure, well, her expensive, carefully tailored clothes, even a few carefully chosen pieces of fine jewelry she wore, seemed almost tawdry compared to the girl herself. Her eyes were a warm, rich brown, yet there was a twinkle there, a sparkle that was almost an invitation. But into her eyes, as she talked to us, came what? Apprehension? Fear? I'm not sure, but it was disturbing.
And it isn't as though my husband hasn't been good to me. He has. Almost too good. A little too considerate. But, well, there's been something insincere about it lately.
Ask me, Johnny. It's like giving the condemned one a hearty last meal.
That's a horrible way to put it, Mr. Little. Oh, maybe that's what it amounts to. Yes, he's been so moody, so morose lately.
Why? Have you given him any cause?
No, of course not. I'm afraid it's just because... Well, you see,
Go on, Denise.
Johnny, I don't know how to say it. I thought that our marriage would be different, not like the others.
You've been married before?
No, but he has. And I just found out all about it. And not just once, Johnny, but 4 times. 4 other wives.
Happy as a lark with every one of them, too, for a couple of years.
And then?
Then each of them died. Suddenly, unexpectedly.
Under suspicious circumstances?
Apparently not at all. Apparently a couple of them were accidents. But mind, I use that word, apparently.
He's such a master of the perfect crime, Johnny. In his writing, I mean. But don't you see? That's all he thinks about. Planning perfect crimes, perfect murders. It's almost an obsession with him. And when I found out that right after each of them died, he'd written another book about the murder of a woman.
But to commit a crime and then put it into a book would be ridiculous.
What I said about authors still goes, Johnny.
Well, do you or you, Denise, have any real reason for thinking that he might have murdered his other wives?
4 in a row? And each of them after only a year or two? And each of them well insured?
Doesn't prove anything, Lou.
Not the least suspicious, huh?
Well, of course I am, but if nobody's been able to prove anything, why...
I'm scared, Johnny. The way he's been acting lately. And this not knowing what he's thinking or planning. If only I could know what he's writing about. Locked up there in his study every day, all day long, most of the night. And I lie there alone in my bed every night, wondering what sort of a clever, diabolical trap he's setting for me.
If he is.
I'm sure he is. And the same thing will happen to me that happened to the other 4. Unless you can help me. Unless he falls into his trap himself.
How long has this been going on, Denise?
Months now, Johnny. Several months.
So she finally called this morning and asked for you.
Please, Johnny. Will you help me? Will you protect me from whatever trap he's setting for me?
Of course he will, Denise.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Johnny.
Let me think about it, no? I'll be in touch. Maybe in a couple of days.
If you ever suffer a touch of arthritis or rheumatism and you've never tried mentholatum deep heating rub, you can't know how good its deep heating action can make you feel. As you massage it into painful areas, you feel its deep heating action. You know relief is on the way. Mentholatum deep heating rub is an extra strong combination of active ingredients for safe, temporary relief of minor arthritic, rheumatic pain. Use greaseless, stainless mentholatum deep heating rub often.
I went back to my apartment to think this one over. I couldn't imagine anything pleasanter than acting as a bodyguard for beautiful Denise Porter. But the more I thought about it, the more I wondered. No question but that an author, constantly preoccupied with planning the perfect crime, would be the most likely to get away with it, or at least to think he could. I'd told Denise I wasn't sure if I'd take on the case. I was sure. Only I didn't want her to know it. Not yet. Especially in view of the fact that when she pulled a handkerchief out of her bag in Lou's office, a plane ticket had dropped out. A ticket to New York. Okay, item 2, 90 cents for a phone call to New York to my old pal, Lieutenant Randy Singer of the 18th Precinct. Then I hopped into my car and drove out to the home of G. Stanley Porter, author. It was an old place, but in its way, a very handsome one. The front door of heavy oak led into a large reception hall, its floor of polished marble. At the right was the entrance to a huge living room. At the left, a long, straight staircase, also of oak, going up to the second floor in a sort of gallery with various bedroom doors facing on it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That front door was opened for me by a man in his late 50s, tall, well-built, handsome, with a shock of white hair.
Yeah?
Mr. Porter?
That's right.
My name is Dollar, Johnny Dollar.
Oh, come in, Mr. Dollar. By all means, come in.
Thank you.
I don't know what brings you here, but I can assure you it's a real pleasure to see you.
Thank you again.
I've been following these exciting exploits of yours for years on the radio.
I'm glad to hear that.
Let's see now. About 6 feet, huh?
That's right.
Perhaps 160 pounds.
On the nose.
Dark hair and eyes of gray, is it?
Mm-hmm.
And built like a steel spring, I'm sure. Just the way I've always visualized you. But, what I can do for you?
Your wife isn't home.
Oh. I see. She's been checking with you or one of your companies about our insurance.
Something like that, yes.
Well, now, I'm sorry, Mr. Dollar, but I can assure you we have all we need, and surely they aren't making you fill in your time as an ordinary salesman.
No, Mr. Porter. It's just that where policies the size of yours are involved, we like to keep in touch, that's all.
Well, it's a matter of making sure that we're hale and hearty and able to keep up these fantastic premiums they charge for a man of my age. I can assure you that everything's all right.
Well, seeing this home of yours and the way it's kept, I'm sure it is.
No, I'm a writer, you know.
I certainly do know. I've read and thoroughly enjoyed most of your books.
And things have been going nicely for me, financially, I mean. And, well, as long as I have the money, I like to surround myself with beautiful things, this home, the garden, beautiful paintings.
And a beautiful wife.
Yes. Denise is beautiful, isn't she?
Very.
Young, beautiful, full of vitality. Yes, I'm very lucky for a man of my age.
And I suspect that all she needs to do is ask, and you give her everything she wants.
Everything? Well, I try, but working the way I do, the long hours alone. You see, Dollar, my writing is a sort of compulsion. Writing is my whole life. I get ideas from everything, from everyone I meet. Now, it may sound morbid, but even the passing of my former wives, and believe me, I love them dearly, gave me ideas for stories. And if I don't get them down on paper and work them out immediately, well, I have to, or I'll lose them. You understand that, Dollar?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. But apart from some of my, perhaps too much of my time, I try to give her everything to keep her happy. And, of course, when I die, she'll have not only my insurance, but other things and money as well. It's the least I can do when you consider how she nursed me back to health from an almost fatal illness.
And if she dies before you?
Have that happen again? Lose her, my little Denise, the way the other... Sorry, Dollar, forgive me. I'm sorry she isn't here. She went down to New York with some of her girlfriends, and she won't be back until after the theater.
Mm-hmm. Well, it really doesn't make any difference, I guess.
As long as you're here, come along. Up to my study, second floor. Only it's really where I practically live these days with the book I work on.
Oh?
I'd like to talk further with you. Who knows? Maybe some of your exciting adventures will give me plot material. I'll lead the way. Well, you coming?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, why do you say it that way? A little surprised, perhaps, at the way I move around this place?
More than a little, Mr. Porter.
Why? Just because I happen to be totally blind?
Up there in his study, only it was a small, complete apartment. I tried to speak further with Mr. Porter about his wife. But all he'd talk of was plots for his whodunits, and ask about some of my relatively mild experiences as an insurance investigator. Despite the fact his interest lay only in the fine points of murder, I found his conversation fascinating. Later, after making and pouring enough cocktails to give both of us a bit of an edge, he opened the door of a sort of a built-in kitchenette and fixed one of the most delicious steak dinners I've had in years. And with such ease and sureness of touch, I almost forgot that he was completely blind.
Well, enjoy your steak, Johnny.
Prime, well-hung, and broiled to a T.
Fine. Now, just let me get these dishes cleaned up, and we can talk some more. You can give me some more of your ideas.
No, you don't.
Now, you stay right there. You stay right there and finish your cigarette and coffee. I'm the host. I'm the boss.
All right. Tell me, you always eat your dinner up here?
Well, when Denise is away, which is rather often these days. But my real fun is in raiding the big refrigerator downstairs every night, along about 2 or 3 in the morning, after I put my typewriter away.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Porter?
No?
I think I would like to raid that icebox with you.
Fine.
Maybe for 2 or 3 nights, if necessary.
Oh? Oh, of course, I'd be delighted to have you stay over.
Provided one thing.
What's that?
That neither your wife nor anyone else knows that I'm staying in this house.
Some little mystery you're cooking up for me, Johnny?
Yeah, something like that. And while you're doing those dishes, I'll go down and move my car over to the next block. A hunch? No, not at this point. Just lay it to experience. Some long, sometimes pretty unpleasant experience. When I went out to move my car, I put in another call to New York. That's item 4 to Lieutenant Randy Singer. And what he had to say told me that I'd guessed right.
That's right. He met her at the plane.
She got off alone?
All alone. No, I don't know yet who he is, Johnny, but don't worry. I'll find out for you.
And where'd they go?
Well, like I said, before they started the round of the nightclubs, they made that one stop.
At a machine tool supplier's.
Yeah. And all he bought and gave to her was a...
Yeah, you told me. Okay, Randy. Thanks a lot. It all added up. And why call me in on the whole thing? As a cover-up, of course. To convince me so that I would convince the law when it was all over that Mr. G. Stanley Porter had slipped up. With his mind on his book, he'd forgotten the trap he'd set. That he'd fallen into it himself. That's what it would look like, all right. And what was the trap?
Johnny, this mysterious behavior of yours intrigues me more than you may realize.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll get some material for a story.
Well, at least give me some clues to what you're up to.
Later, Mr. Porter. Maybe later. Maybe tomorrow.
Whatever you say. Another drink?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
See, may be that I'm ahead of you. Huh?
What is it, sir?
Front door. Denise is home. Now, as I told you, Johnny, she'll stop in here for a minute to say good night to me. So if you want to go through this little stunt of hiding from her, she's coming up the stairs now. I'll get to my typewriter.
When I look back on it, the business of hiding in that tiny kitchenette with the door open only a crack seems almost childish, like a couple of kids playing mystery story. But believe me, this was playing for keeps.
Still working, darling?
Yeah, usual. Did you enjoy the play, my dear?
Oh, the other girls seem to like it.
What was it all about?
Oh, you know, usual thing. Oh, I'm terribly tired, dear. I think I'll... Oh, there's plenty of milk and a nice chocolate cake. Your favorite kind in the refrigerator. You know, for your late supper.
Thank you. Night, dear.
Night.
Well, my fellow conspirator, you may come out now.
Kind of a silly sort of a game, I suppose.
Is it?
Well, isn't it?
I wonder.
You wonder what?
I was thinking that maybe I'd let you see the manuscript story I'm working on. Later on, perhaps.
Whatever you say.
But it might be quite apropos to this game of ours with Denise. Except, of course, that I haven't written the ending yet.
Is that why you've been so interested in talking with me? Having me here, Mr. Porter, in the hope that maybe I can help you write the ending?
I'm not sure. Not yet.
Tell me this, Mr. Porter. Is there by any chance a character in it like yourself? A man without sight, who nonetheless manages to get around his home as though he could see as well as I do?
I'm not going to tell you a thing, Johnny, not yet. Shall we go downstairs and raid the icebox?
After that huge dinner only a couple of hours ago and those drinks? Don't you think a little snooze sounds like a much better idea?
Yeah, perhaps you're right.
Good. You want to sprawl out on the sofa? I'll grab some sleep right here in this chair. Finally, after what seemed like a couple of hours, he began to snore, softly but deeply. Quietly as possible, I slipped out of the room into the head of the long, dark staircase that led to the marble floor of the reception hall far below. Then, carefully feeling my way, one step at a time, I started down. And there they were, on the fourth step from the top. There must have been a couple of dozen of them. Small, smooth, steel ball bearings that she and her boyfriend in New York had bought. Had Porter ever stepped on them in one of his usual quick flights down those stairs, nothing in the world could possibly have saved him from crashing to the stone floor below. And when it was over, she could have gathered up those ball bearings, disposed of them, and nobody would have known the fall wasn't an accident by a blind man who simply missed a step that he couldn't see. There'd be nothing to suggest that he was pushed down the stairs because he wasn't. No marks where a wire might have been stretched across because there was none. No sign at all of what really happened. Carefully, still feeling my way in the dark, I collected the ball bearings from the stair tread and put them in my pocket. Then I went back up and started feeling my way back to Mr. Porter's.
That's all right, Johnny.
Mr. Porter.
I've seen now what he planned for me. Or rather, my ears have told me.
I'm sorry, Mr. Porter.
And it looks as though you have given me an ending to my story, doesn't it?
You mean your story is about this? About Denise?
And her having got tired of living with an old man? About her lover in New York? Yeah. I'm afraid I've known all along, Johnny, about a lot of things. And a man of my age married to a lovely young girl, only half his age.
I guess that's why I felt in the beginning, Mr. Porter, that if one of you were plotting to kill the other, it wouldn't be you.
All I didn't know was how she would try it, or when.
What'll you do now, sir? No, I know it's really none of my affair.
Now, give me the little steel balls you found. When I give them to her, and she sees that I know, I guess from now on, mine will be a very lonely life, Johnny.
I left him then, walked out to my car, drove back to my apartment, poured myself a good stiff drink, and have been quietly sitting here writing out this report. Whatever may have happened when he faced her with the evidence of her attempt to murder him is none of my affair. The expense account? Forget it. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is Mandel Kramer to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, I start out to collect a small debt, but instead I collect a bullet. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced by Bruno Zerato Jr., directed by Ed Oates, musical supervision by Ethel Huber. The part of Johnny Dollar was played by Mandel Kramer. Also heard were Alan Manson as Lou, Evelyn Joster as Denise, Raymond Edward Johnson as Porter, Eugene Francis as Randy. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, this is Barton H.B. Hollister at Greater Southwest Insurance Company.
Oh, not Hollister in Phoenix, Arizona.
That's right.
Oh, here we go again.
What was that, sir?
Nothing at all. Just go right ahead.
Yes. Now, Mr. Dollar, I want you to arrange airplane transportation for yourself out here immediately.
Oh, you do, huh? What's your problem?
You are to protect the life of one of our clients.
Now, Mr. Hollister.
His name is Henry Kirkham, and I shall expect you out here in Arizona without delay.
Now, wait just a minute. Let me be perfectly honest about this.
Please do.
I have never liked, do not now like, and never will like these bodyguard assignments. As far as I'm concerned, they're for the birds.
I beg your pardon.
What's more, you have a whale of a good police department out there in Phoenix, and if somebody needs protection, why not call on them?
Mr. Dollar.
Yes?
Did I say that Mr. Kirkham lives here in Phoenix?
No, I guess you didn't.
And did I, in any way, imply that you wouldn't be paid most handsomely for this service?
Oh? Like maybe how much?
A sizable extra consideration if you can turn whoever is threatening our client's life over to the proper authorities.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Hollister, you have just struck a very responsive chord.
Yes, I thought I would. So I'll expect you here immediately.
Well, it's pretty late in the day, but if I can get a night flight, maybe I'll see you first thing in the morning.
Not before?
I'll look into the plane schedules.
Yes, I suggest that you do.
But first, why don't we discuss just how much this extra fee is
Goodbye,
going...
Mr. Dollar.
What?
I said goodbye,
Now,
sir.
wait a minute,
I'll
Mr.
be expecting you.
But unless we can agree... Hello? Hello? Okay, friend. Just wait till you see my expense account.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Greater Southwest Insurance Company in Phoenix, Arizona. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Captain's Table matter. Up till now, I had always managed to avoid any assignments from Barton H.B. Hollister. He was an egotistical, finicky, penny-pinching stuffed shirt. Always demanded rather than asked, had no patience for anybody else's opinion. Still, I had no other assignment at the moment, and he had promised an extra fat fee. So, expense account item 1, $4 and... No, let's get this thing started right. Call it $6 even for a cab to Bradley Field. Item 2, $150.70 plane fare, plus $10 for incidentals. As promised, it was early next morning by the time we circled for a landing at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. Item 3, well, let's say $5 for a cab into the office on Adams Street. The day was young, the weather clear, people along the way were bright and cheerful, and I felt pretty good myself. But Mr. Barton H.B. Hollister, wow.
All right now, Dollar, where have you been? Sit down.
Where have I been?
I might have known this would happen. Sit down, I said.
Do you mind telling me what you had for breakfast?
What I had for breakfast?
Well, it's obvious that something has got you all upset.
Quite true, you have. I phoned Mr. Kirkham last night and told him you'd be here right away.
I took the first plane I could get.
Well, you're too late.
Too late for what?
A few hours after I told him you were on your way, Henry Kirkham was found dead.
No kidding.
Didn't need your protection, eh?
I didn't say that, Mr. Hollister.
You certainly implied as much.
All I said
But
was...
that's neither here nor there now. The simple fact is that Henry Kirkham, insured by our company for over $70,000, has been murdered. Or has committed suicide.
Oh, now I get the picture.
What do you mean?
You hope I can prove it was suicide.
Of course.
Then this company of yours won't have to pay off the insurance.
Over $70,000.
You said that.
There's far more to this matter, Mr. Dollar.
Like what?
The police apparently believe it was murder.
Well, if they can prove it, you're stuck.
Wait, please. The only suspect they're holding is a man by the name of Walter Pinkley, who happens to be Henry Kirkham's beneficiary.
Well, then what's your problem? If he did kill Mr. Kirkham and they can prove it, you certainly don't have to pay him the insurance.
You're quite right. The money will go to whatever other person or persons are entitled to it under the laws of succession. But now, bear this in mind.
Go on.
Walter Pinkley is also one of our policy holders.
That's interesting.
So if he did commit this murder, as the police suspect, and he goes to the gas chamber...
You're stuck with the payment on his policy, too.
Exactly.
If it was suicide, you pay nobody.
Right.
But if it was murder, you stand to pay off on both of them.
Correct.
Well, the police must have some reason for thinking it was murder.
Oh, yes, they have.
Well, then, if you don't mind, I'll pack up and head on back to Hartford.
No, Mr. Dollar, you won't.
Well, give me one good reason why I should get into a hassle with the police.
I have assigned you to this investigation, and I have agreed to pay your expenses out here.
Plus a nice fat bonus, remember?
I remember.
But that doesn't mean I have to accept the job.
You'd rather absorb the cost of your trip out here yourself and the return fare?
Oh, now, just a minute.
Very well. Now, rent yourself a car at our company's expense and get over to Tuttle immediately.
Okay. All right. You win. Who is Tuttle?
Tuttle is not a who, it's a where. It's a small town, 30 or 35 miles north and east of here, where this murder, or this suicide, occurred. I suggest you contact the police first. His name is Alfred Appleby.
His name?
Then see the people at the Yucca Flower Rest Home. That's where both Kirkham and Pinkley lived.
Rest home?
Yes, it's a small, exclusive place on the outskirts of that little town, mostly for people with lung trouble.
Okay.
Good.
Now, Mr. Hollister.
Yes, my boy.
Now that you've roped me into this thing...
Well, hardly roped.
That extra fee that we were talking about.
If you can show that Kirkham was a suicide, thus saving us from having to pay out all that insurance, and I understand you are very good at this sort of thing...
When it's justified.
Well, of course. And I'm sure we understand each other.
How much, Mr. Hollister?
Prove it was suicide. $1,000.
Only $2,000 for saving you all that money.
All right. $1,500.
And what if I find that Pinkley did it?
And we have to pay on both policies? Well, there'll be no extra fee then, of course not. But as I say, if it was suicide, and you can convince the police of it...
$2,000.
Now, $1.
Or shall I hitchhike my way on back to Hartford?
Very well, $2,000.
In either case.
Yes, in either case. Now get to work.
You know, Hollister, a little urging, and you're not such a tight-fisted old coot at that.
I beg your pardon.
Granted. Item 4, $50 deposit on a rental car. I drove north through Glendale and Cave Creek, and then east and a bit south to the town of Tuttle. There were a couple of general stores, one of them closed, a gas station, and a rickety old one-story building marked City Hall. That's where I stopped. And believe it or not, its only occupant in a small corner room with bars on the door.
That's right, young man. My name is Walter Pinkley. The police chief, who's also the mayor, has gone out to the rest home again.
Well, I'm Johnny Dollar, Mr. Pinkley. I represent the company that insured the life of Mr. Henry Kirkham.
Oh, poor Henry. Oh, it's a terrible thing. Terrible thing.
Pretty terrible for you, sir, if you killed him.
Now, isn't that the most absurd idea, Mr. Dollar, putting me in jail this way?
Is it?
But I suppose that policeman, that Chief Appleby, feels he has to point to someone as a suspect.
Why did he pick on you, sir?
Well, after all, Mr. Dollar, I was the only one to have visited with him there at his cottage at the rest home last night. And I'd told everybody I was going to spend the evening with him. I mean, everybody at the captain's table.
Why did you call on Mr. Kirkham?
Because he was my friend. Henry was the only one who appreciated my ability as a composer.
A composer of what, Mr. Pinkley?
Why, here. Let me show you. Here now. Do you see? This is the new concerto I'm working on. This will be my finest musical composition.
Concerto.
You understand music, Mr. Dollar?
Well, not enough to appreciate this, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's too bad. So few people do, and now that Henry is gone. By the way, did you know that he left all of his insurance to me?
So I understand.
That was wonderfully sweet of him. And now I'll be able to buy a piano for my little cottage and compose and compose and compose.
I wonder.
Oh, there's no need to wonder about it at all, Mr. Dollar. I shall.
Just how much do you know about the circumstances of Mr. Kirkham's death?
Well, not very much, I'm afraid. You see, I went round to his cottage after supper last night.
Why, sir?
Well, Henry'd been worried about something of late. I don't know exactly what. He never told me, in spite of our friendship.
Had he any other good friends there at the rest home?
With all the petty jealousies and the people just sitting round getting annoyed at each other over nothing at all. No, Henry and I were the only real friends.
I see.
All the rest of them, well, I don't want to use the word hate, but, well, if it weren't for the almost magical curative properties of the air and the climate, touch of lung trouble, you know.
Now, Mr. Pinkley...
As long as I stay here, I feel just fine. and so do the others.
Yeah, well, now...
It's added at least 10 years to my life.
I'm sure it has.
But, as I started to say, it was about 8 o'clock when I dropped in to visit Henry, and we looked over some of my music and talked and had a gay old time.
Sounds like a ball. Now, tell me, at what time did you...
But even so, he was, well, depressed and worried.
Mr. Pinkley.
Yes.
What time did you leave Mr. Kirkham?
Well, I guess about 10 o'clock. He said he had to write a very important letter in case... In case
of what, Mr. Pinkley?
Well, I'm not quite sure, but during supper he had mentioned that someone was coming to see him. He'd had a phone call that someone was coming to see him to help him, I think. And in case that someone didn't arrive in time... Well, I'm not quite sure just what he meant.
I think I have a pretty good idea.
Then this morning, when they found him lying there in his cottage with that horrible pistol beside him, Mr. Dollar, I never dreamed that Henry would commit suicide.
Suicide?
Surely, you don't think that anyone would have killed him?
Not even you?
Good heavens, no. When he was always so nice to me, and changing his insurance to me and all.
Well, apparently somebody thinks you did it.
Oh, they'll find out. They'll find out, don't you worry. And meantime, it's so nice and peaceful here in this jail, and I can work all undisturbed on my concerto. I've been working 4 years on it, Mr. Dollar, and in another 4 or 5 years,
Mr. Pinkley, I sincerely hope you'll be around long enough to finish it.
What? What did you say?
Nothing. I'll see you later. I learned a long, long time ago that the most unlikely person may often be a killer. But this sweet old Walter Pinkley, never. At least not in my book. I got back into my car and I drove on out to the Yucca Flower Rest Home. In addition to a small office building, there were 8 or 10 neat little cottages on the side of a tree-covered hill. The car in front of the office had the word police badly printed across the side in nearly foot-high letters. And as I pulled up to a stop, a heavy-set man of about 50, wearing boots, jeans, a blue cotton shirt with a string tie, and a beat-up officer's cap with a badge on the front of it, came out to meet me.
You must be Johnny Dollar, right?
That's right. Chief Appleby?
Howdy. But you got here too late, Dollar.
How do you mean too late, Chief?
Well, I mean, I got it all sewed up.
Have you?
Yes, sir. I suspected this so-called pal of his right in the beginning, right from the time I found out he'd just been named the new beneficiary of the dead man's insurance.
Walter Pinkley?
Yes, sir. He just couldn't wait to see nile old crackpot. Didn't realize that trying to make it look like suicide might cancel out that insurance.
Why do you think it was Pinkley?
Think, Doc. Think. Well, that was only beginning. Now I know. You see, now I got what you'd call uncontroversial proof. You see, Mr. Dollar, it was all made up to look like suicide. I mean, in there all by himself, just laying there in the middle of the floor, shot right through the right temple, real close up, like as if he'd done it himself.
Well, now, Chief.
Yeah, and the old-fashioned 32 H&R there beside him, like as if it fell out of his hand.
Did you check that gun for fingerprints?
Not a sign of any prints on it anywheres. Now, you know he'd have to have his own prints on it if he'd done it himself.
Yeah, I guess it would.
Only one note to have been in to see him last night was that old Walter Pinkley, right?
Well, now, Chief, that still doesn't prove that
But what Pinkley didn't figure on was that Kirkham was already scared of him, that he'd sent for you. And Pinkley also didn't know that sometime last night Kirkham wrote you a letter just in case.
Chief, I have reason to believe he wrote that after Mr. Pinkley...
Now, wait now. Just let me finish, huh?
Go ahead.
This letter was there on his desk, and, well, I got to admit I didn't take a look at it until a few minutes ago, but here, look at it for yourself. See? Pins the murder on Pinkley and nobody else. Read it. I mean, if you can, that handwriting's kind of old-fashioned.
Mr. Johnny Dollar, honored sir. So is the salutation, Chief.
Huh?
A bit old-fashioned. Honored sir.
Yeah, real formal.
There is within this place one who would avenge himself upon my life.
How do you like that language?
Sounds like an old Shakespearean actor.
Well, that's exactly what he was, an old ham actor.
Now, let's see now. Nor have I been remiss in my endeavor to assuage the passion that manifestly has provoked his wish for my demise.
It means he tried to talk this other one out of trying to kill him.
Yeah, fine. Thanks, Chief. But, alas, I had made it only too clear I could no longer abide his ridiculous Concertos?
Concertos, that's what he meant.
Well, maybe so, but it's spelled Concetettos. Concertos.
Well, it's that handwriting. He meant concerto. He couldn't stand that concerto anymore. That's all that old Pinkley ever talked about. But go on.
And so, because of my resentment over his stupid concertos...
concerto.
All right, concerto, whatever it is. He seeks revenge.
Yeah.
Unless he seek to destroy me ere you come to afford me protection, I tell you now that his name...
turn it over.
But hark, there sounds a knock upon my door. I shall finish this anon. That's all, huh?
Well, it's all I need. He thought the knock on the door was you. He let the other guy in, got himself killed.
I wish he'd had a chance to finish this, to actually name the man he suspected.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Dollar. You want anything more clear than that? Nobody else had a concerto. Pinkley's guilty, and that's that.
Maybe.
Well, sure he is.
The others at the captain's table, Pinkley said.
What's that?
They all knew I was coming here, so if one of them wanted to kill him, he knew he'd have to do it right away.
Sure, and one of them was Pinkley. Same group of 5 at that same table. 3 meals a day, week after week, year after year.
5, huh? Who are the others? Did you check on that?
Oh, I sure did. They were the only ones that would know the most about not only Kirkham, but Walter Pinkley, too.
Well, who are they, those 5, the other 3 besides Kirkham and Pinkley?
An old lady named Miss Sarah Sanderson, man who calls himself Captain Howard, another old fellow named David Hesher.
Well, get them together, Chief. I want to talk to them.
What for? As long as we know who did it.
Just as a favor.
All right. Anything you say.
Something had suddenly rung a bell. I picked up a dictionary in the office. I looked up a word in it. And then took it along to meet the group, one at a time, in one of the little cottages. Mrs. Sanderson, in her late 70s, was a sweet little soul who was so unnerved that all she did was cry during the interview. Old David Hesher, his mind failing, well, he was no help at all. But Captain Eustace Howard...
Well, I certainly don't find anything mysterious about this case, Mr. Dollar. If you want my opinion...
Which I didn't.
After all, I speak from years of using this excellent mind of mine to solve far more complex problems than this.
What a blowhard.
But, of course, my extreme modesty forbids me to laud my own accomplishments.
Unconscionable bore.
Nevertheless, I am convinced.
Like that insurance man, Hollister.
I, out of my vast experience and confidence... I can assure you that Chief Appleby is entirely right in holding Walter Pinkley.
Captain Howard.
Pinkley and his ridiculous concerto.
Now, Captain...
I could have composed that for him in a month, in a week. I told him as much.
I'm sure you did.
But would he avail himself of my superlative musical knowledge?
Now, wait a minute, will you? Will you wait just a minute?
You don't want my opinion.
I don't think I need it anymore.
Really?
Chief?
Yeah, Dollar?
You and Pinkley both told me that Kirkham changed his beneficiary recently.
Sure, to name Pinkley.
Which I maintain explains why Walter Pinkley killed him.
Just hold it, Captain, please.
Very well, very well.
Chief, who was the beneficiary before?
It was this very group of people, Dollar.
Mrs. Sanderson, David Hesher, and the captain here.
And, of course, Pinkley, too. It was to be split up equal.
Well, and that's it.
Well, what is?
These other people were cut off by the change.
And I assure you, Mr. Dollar, to me that made no difference.
Oh, be quiet, will you?
Really?
Tie that fact in with the letter, Chief.
So that letter pins it on Pinkley, and that's that.
Didn't you wonder why the killer left the letter on Kirkham's desk? He must have seen it.
I am convinced that Pinkley overlooked it in his excitement over what he'd done.
Well, I am convinced that the killer misread that letter the same as we did, that he left it there because he felt sure it would convict old Pinkley. And you, Captain, and this dictionary prove it.
Well, I don't get you, Dollar.
I am certain that I don't.
That word, concetto.
Only what he meant was concerto.
No, that's just the point. Because do you know what concetto means? It's an old-fashioned Italian word that means conceit.
Huh?
Unusual term, but so are a lot of others in that letter.
Well, sure.
Concetto means conceit. So add 'em up. When the beneficiary was changed, this silly, conceited old Captain Howard here was cut off.
I beg your pardon.
Along with a couple of others. But I doubt if they cared. Only the captain did.
Now, see here.
He didn't like the snub that it implied. Any more than he liked being turned down by Pinkley over that music, so he had to get even.
Mr. Dollar.
If he could make it look like suicide, he not only would get even, but nobody would get that insurance. So he knocked off Kirkham and set it up that way, and I'll bet he made sure that Kirkham's prints were on the gun.
Keep talking, Dollar.
But then he found the letter, that unfinished letter, and he thought that it put the finger on Pinkley. Now he could get even with both of them.
I will not listen to such drivel.
Take it easy, Captain.
That's when he wiped the prints off the gun.
Dollar!
So only Pinkley would be suspect because of the letter, he thought. But the letter, talking about his stupid, ridiculous concetto, his conceit, gave him away. You thought the letter would clear you, Captain, but that was one big, fat mistake.
Yeah. Very well. I killed Kirkham.
That's all I wanted to hear. Just put on these cuffs.
Oh, come now. Would you take me off, make me suffer, maybe die, like a common person, for the one very small mistake? Me, Captain Eustace Langhorne Avery Howard, me.
Yeah, Captain. You.
So, Mr. Barton H.B. Hollister, you'd better shed a bit of your conceit and pay me not only that fee you promised, but an expense account total, including the trip back to Hartford, and believe me, all the incidentals I could possibly cook up, a total of $438 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, The Fog, closing in over a dark, abandoned pier in San Diego. A killer on the loose. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Edgar Staley as Walter Pinkley, Richard Kendrick as Barton Hollister, John Briggs as Captain Eustace Howard, and Jim Bowles as Chief Appleby. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking.
It means just $700 more in the piggy bank, and yours truly can start tooling around the countryside in a brand new, fancy foreign sports car.
Oh, I see.
So unless you can guarantee me a minimum of $700, why should I travel all the way to Corpus Christi? Possibly miss out on something lucrative around here.
Sports car, huh?
Oh, the ultra, George. Slightly over $10,000 worth.
You know, it sounds like the little hunk of iron I keep stashed away in my garage.
You?
Well, you're talking about a Franzetti, aren't you?
That's the one, all right. How do you like it?
Great, now that I got used to it.
What do you mean?
Well, have you ever driven one of these dream boats?
No, the tight-fisted dealer won't let me touch it until I lay the cash on the line.
Why don't you run on down here and give mine a workout, huh?
You mean it?
Sure.
Well, okay.
I mean, come on down here and take over this insurance problem for me, and the Franzetti is yours.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
Well, a couple of days, couple of weeks, as long as you like.
After handling a case for you.
Well, anything wrong with that?
No, I suppose not.
And who knows? Maybe in addition to your expense account, I can dig up a little extra for you. Say, $700?
Georgie, you're a doll.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Eternity Mutual Insurance Company, office in Corpus Christi, Texas. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Rat Pack matter. Expense account item 1, $133.70. Taxi, tips, and plane fare to Corpus Christi. It was early afternoon by the time the big silver bird set me down at Municipal Airport.
Yeah, Johnny.
Huh?
You know, I kind of thought maybe that bait of mine would bring you down here in a hurry.
Hi, George.
Hi.
Well, where is it?
The car.
Well, what else?
My little sports car.
That's right.
The Franzetti.
Come on, stop beating around the bush. Where is it?
Safely locked up in my garage.
Are you kidding?
Why, not a bit. I came over here in the beat-up old crate that I drive to work.
Georgie, you're a dog.
But as soon as you've cleared up this mess for me, the Franzetti is yours, all yours.
All right, whatever you say. Now, what kind of a mess? Let's put these bags into your car. Run on into your office in town or whatever
Johnny,
hotel you picked out for me, and on the way you can tell me what it's all about. Did you say no somewhere along the line there?
Yeah.
Well, why?
Because what you're going to use, pal, is one of the new compacts. I've arranged the rental for you, and it's sitting right over there at the curb.
What a guy.
Because you are taking this job on all alone over in a town called Summit Hill.
Summit Hill?
Mm-hmm. Named after a hunk of rock sticking up out of the ground, or maybe 40, 50 miles north and west of Skidmore.
Where's Skidmore?
Oh, maybe 40, 50 miles north of here.
I see. Well, what's going on in Summit Hill? Murder, embezzlement, arson, or what?
No. Summit Hill is a nice, small, well-to-do residential spot. A lot of nice old folks who made enough in oil and gas to retire there with their families.
So?
But the last couple of months, all we've been doing is writing checks to settle claims.
The old folks are dying off. Huh?
No. But like I said, they all have nice homes and a bunch of nice cars. And that's where the damage is being done.
What kind of damage?
Malicious mischief. Only mischief is too mild a word. Just call it vandalism.
Like what, George?
I like taking those nice new models out on the back roads and hot rodding them to death, then wrecking whatever is left of them in a ditch or up against a tree.
Well, that sounds to me...
I mean, you should see what it does to a pretty sedan or limousine when it's been drag raced over some of those backcountry roads. And then our company has to foot the bill.
You know what that sounds like to me, George?
Sure, pal, and you are 100% right. It's the work of a worthless bunch of kids, some rat pack.
What's the matter with the police up there?
Oh, the police department consists of exactly one sweet old man and a couple of half-witted deputies, just as helplessly scared and upset as the rest of the population. Even the police car's been taken out and wrecked a couple of times.
But don't the state police get in on a thing like this? I mean, if these kids are using the roads and highways...
The minute they appear, even when they've made some careful stakeouts, Johnny, and they're pretty smart at that sort of thing, why, everything stops. The whole town gets just as quiet as a churchyard.
In other words, I'd better not let anyone know my reason for going there.
Oh, you're right, pal. And you can see why I don't want you taking my pretty little Franzetti along.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Who knows? Try to cross up those crazy kids? I mean, try to protect your property? Why, they could be killers, Johnny.
You think they'd go that far?
I know this. Driving a nice car, I wouldn't even want to be in that town, not after dark.
But you're perfectly willing to send me up there to tangle with that rat pack.
Well, after all, pal, that sort of thing is your job.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Well, thanks, pal. Expense account item 2, $6.85 at a stationery store. I bought a large, impressive-looking blank book with a fancy binding. For an extra buck, the stationer carefully stenciled on the cover the words, Official Business, Federal Suburban Population Survey. Then I drove north to Skidmore, took the cutoff, and finally ended up in Summit Hill. There, after going from house to house, asking questions, conducting a mythical survey, I got the impression that this community of 600 or 700 people might have been a very nice place to live. For the older people, that is. if it weren't for a gang of clever young troublemakers. Item 3, $3 for some gas.
Well, tell you this, though, mister. Want me to fill up?
Yeah, fill her up.
Tell you this. Those dirty, ornery kids try to mess around my car, take it out and wreck it. Well, I got a gun, mister, and I'd shoot first and ask questions after. That's what I do.
Pretty bad bunch, huh?
Well, you ask me, we better organize some vigilantes around here. Old Chief Foster can't do anything. Never any trouble when the state police come around. So how those kids always seem to know when there's cops around, I can't figure it out.
Don't the folks around here keep their cars in garages?
Most of them, but those fancy houses up on the hill where the money is have open carports.
Well, certainly people don't leave the keys in their cars.
Don't need to. Kind of those kids use jumper wire. They hot wire them.
Now, how do you know they're kids? Anybody actually seen them?
Plenty of people, mister. Plenty.
Oh, then if their descriptions were given to the police...
Descriptions? Well, if you see those Halloween masks they wear, and the false beards and the hair, and those crazy costumes like a Halloween parade, how could anybody identify them?
I see.
Now, tell you this. I was that nice Mr. Brierly up on the hill with that nice new hardtop that was delivered to him today.
Brierly?
Yeah. Well, I sure wouldn't keep it around this town, tell you that. That'll be 286. Compacts don't hold very much.
Right. Here you are. I don't bother with the change.
Oh, thanks. Well, now you can get on with that survey you're making. Be out of town before dark.
Now, you said Brierly.
Yep.
Well, I seem to have missed that family in my survey.
Top of the hill, 27 Summit Place.
Okay, thanks.
But I tell you this, I wouldn't bother tonight. I'd come on back in the daytime.
By the time I could grab a bite to eat, that's item 4, $1.75, and get up to the Brierly home on the hill, it was well after dark. The brand new expensive hardtop was there in a carport at the side.
Yes? Who is it?
Mrs. Brierly?
Oh, I see by that book in your hand you're the survey man I heard about.
Well, I know it's late, but may I come in?
Well, all right. I guess it's safe to let you in.
Who is it, Mother?
It's the survey man, Henry.
No, my name is Dollar, Johnny Dollar.
His name is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, well, you must excuse me holding a shotgun this way. But, Mr. Dollar, I'm always so worried when somebody comes around at night.
Well, from what I hear, I can't say that I blame you.
Oh, dear Henry, I hope that Frank and his nice girlfriend are all right.
At a dance over in Pleasanton? Of course, they're all right, Mother. We're really worried about ourselves, Mr. Dollar.
Well, why do you say that, sir?
I just don't think we should have bought that nice new car. I mean, with all those horrible children around doing such awful things with people's cars.
Well, isn't the chief of police, Chief Foster, any help?
Oh, he tries, but whenever he puts on extra men to look after folks like us, nothing ever happens.
Oh, yes, it does, Mother. But somewhere else in town, to somebody else's car.
Well, I'm frightened.
If only there was something could be done about it, Mr. Dollar.
Or maybe something is going to be.
By whom? Even the state police haven't been able to do anything.
Sure, because somebody's apparently been able to tip off this rat pack, and that means local knowledge.
Local knowledge?
Of everything that goes on in this town.
You think they're local boys?
What else?
That couldn't be.
Couldn't they? Well, I've looked over this town pretty carefully. I've done a lot of thinking about it.
Because of your survey?
It looks like a mighty nice place to live.
Oh, it is, it is.
It was.
Sure. For people of your age. But no baseball field, tennis courts, no movies, things like that.
Well, I know.
Not even a soda joint with maybe a jukebox. No place where the kids can gather and talk and laugh and dance and let off steam.
Oh, we make up for that, Mr. Dollar, we parents, all of us, by giving them everything they want. our Frankie has a nice home with us and nice clothes and all the money he wants.
I see.
And his hi-fi and his records and things and all the good books he needs. And all the others of his age have everything, too.
That's true, Mr. Dollar. Except perhaps for cars.
Oh?
Well, after all, we don't want to spoil them.
You don't want to spoil them. How much do you check up on their activities, say, at night?
Well, they're pretty grown up.
How old is he?
What?
This son of yours.
Oh, well, Frankie's 22.
Mm-hmm. And what does he do for a living?
You mean work?
Well, does he?
He doesn't have to, Mr. Dollar. Why should he?
And how many other families are there with the same situation? Kids about the same age, plenty of money, nothing to do.
Why, practically all of us up here on the hill.
Well, then what is the matter with you people?
I beg your pardon?
Don't you see? Haven't you got brains enough? Wait a minute. Listen.
What?
Outside the house. All right, now both of you stay right there.
I hear it too, Mother. Somebody out at the carport.
Oh, no. Is that a pistol you have there?
That's right. What's the matter with this thing? I can't get the chain off.
Hey, it's that little pin I put on underneath there.
I'll open
But that gun, Mr. Dollar.
Open it for me, will you?
Maybe that awful gang out there.
Of course it is. Will you open this door, Mr. Brierly, or do I shoot the chain away?
No, I'll open it.
And I'll lock it again after me.
Yeah, but if you go out there, if you try to stop
All right, now just stay inside. All right, you kids. Come on back here with that car. Okay, then, just one tire, just one of those.
So now your gun is empty, huh?
What?
No, don't try to turn around, mister. This switchblade is very sharp. You turn around, it might just cut your throat.
The switchblade knife at the back of my neck was moved just enough to prove it was razor sharp. I could feel a trickle of blood go down the inside of my collar.
Now, you see, man, I don't fool. Now, drop the rod. Drop it.
Sure.
Now, you pick it up, Gene, like we add that one to our collection. That's right.
Moving only my eyes, I could see this other one plainly. First, the heavy cotton gloves that picked up my gun. And then, standing there in front of me, the tattered blue jeans and sneakers, the grotesque rubber mask, the sloppy, dirty sweatshirt, on the figure of a girl.
Now, why you try and spoil our fun, man?
Okay, tough guy.
Oh, you mean no panic. You're not afraid of me.
Well, you're pretty big with that knife in my neck, aren't you, huh?
Well, it seems like you thought you were pretty big when you had that gun. Too bad you used up all those pretty bullets, man. But Jeannie knows what to do with it.
Well, then you listen to me, Jeannie, whatever your name is.
Oh, now, you think we use our real names on a caper like this? Any more we use our real faces, huh? Well, turn around real slow and see how you like my face. Don't you hear good? I said turn around, but slow and careful, so maybe you don't cut your throat.
So I started turning. Slowly. Slowly. But then as I felt the edge of the knife leave the back of my neck, I swung out with my left and sent it spinning away. And then I drove a hard right into his midsection. But before I could turn again, my own pistol came crashing down on the back of my head. Ow! When I came to, I was stretched out on the sofa there in the Brierly's living room, an ice pack on my aching head. The taste of bourbon burning in my throat.
Are you all right, Mr. Dollar? A little more of this bourbon?
No, thanks. Oh.
When everything was quiet out there and you didn't come back in.
Yes, and when Chief Foster called to say our car had been rammed into a tree in front of his place.
Mr. Henry went outside and found you lying there.
Yeah, and, well, I went through your pockets, Mr. Dollar.
Oh?
You're a special investigator, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're really here on account of the children, aren't you? And I hope and pray that our Frankie isn't one of them.
Well, so do I, Mrs. Brierly, but don't bank on it.
Mr. Dollar, I've given a good deal of thought to what you said earlier.
Well, it's about time you and a few of the other people around here do more than just think and talk about it, Mr. Brierly.
Yeah, I know. We shall. And meantime, Mother and I can only pray that...
What's that?
Back door.
All right, now listen.
Hey, Mother? Huh?
Oh, Frankie.
What happened to the car? Where is it? I mean, your snazzy new... Hey, who's this?
Frank, it's Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Dollar? You mean the big insurance investigator? Hey, this is a privilege. But what happened to you, Mr. Dollar?
Where have you been tonight, Frank?
Why, the girlfriend and I took a bus over to... Hey, Mother? Pop? What's wrong? Those kids again?
You didn't know, Frankie?
Now, you don't think I'm one of those crazy kids, Mr. Dollar?
Are you?
No, sir.
Now, believe me, I hope not.
I swear that, really, sir. But you know something, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah?
Well, maybe Pop and Mother won't like hearing this.
Well, what is it, Frankie?
Yes, son?
Well, if you find out who they are, Mr. Dollar, then maybe you can. I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Dollar.
Well? Go on, Frank.
Well, you can't really blame them. Oh, I know that what they're doing is wrong. It's wrong, all wrong. But what else have they got to do around this place? They've got to get their kick somehow, don't they? I mean, instead of rotting away in a place like this where there's nothing for kids to do. And they're afraid to go away and be on their own because, well, their loving parents keep preaching to them and it'll break their hearts. And how could they get along on their own anyway? They and me and all the rest of us haven't ever been given a chance to even think for ourselves. Just tied down here, all of us, because they won't ever let us do anything else. Now, can you blame the kids for wanting to let off a lot of steam?
Frank.
Can you blame them for trying to... Oh, I don't know what to say, but don't you see, Mr. Dollar?
It's okay, Frank. We understand.
Of course we do, darling. But now, please, you've become so overwrought.
I'm perfectly all right, Mother.
I'll fix you a nice warm cup of cambric tea, darling.
No, Mother, please.
Just let him work things out for himself, Mrs. Brierly, just once.
Yes, but the poor boy's all upset.
No, Mary, no. Mr. Dollar's right.
Now, Frank.
Thanks, Mr. Dollar.
That's all right. Now, it's pretty obvious that you know who the members of the Rat Pack are, even if you aren't one of them.
I'm not, sir. On my word.
But you know them. Now, you want to tell me who they are?
Would you think much of me, Mr. Dollar, if I did?
These cases of mine usually have big, fat, dramatic endings. And the devil with any kind of a message. Well, not so this time. I honestly don't know whether I did the right thing or not on this one. Too much faith in the younger generation? Well, maybe I have. But the next evening, there at the home of the Brierleys, there was a meeting of parents. Of all the wealthy, doting, indulgent parents of all the kids in their late teens and early 20s. Well, I tore into those parents, and by the time I'd finished, there were plenty of red faces among them. Incidentally, a couple of times out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw the face of a teenager in the shadows outside one of the windows. What I said to those people in laying down the law to them, well, I honestly don't remember exactly, but it must have given them a jolt. And if they carry out their plans, there won't be a kid in that town with an idle moment on his hands. But their activities, their projects will be their own, with as little parental advice and guidance as possible. Then, the following night, thanks to a tip-off by young Frank, without the knowledge of his parents, I barged in on a meeting of the kids, 7 or 8 of them. As I might have expected, they were there in their foolish masks and makeup, knowing that I'd be among them. And if you think I'd been rough on their parents... But again, by the time I'd finished with them...
I guess you're the only one in this town, Mr. Dollar, ever remembered he was a kid once.
Yeah, that's so.
But even if you're right, even if you got somewhere with the old folks, what happens now? We all go to jail for all those crazy things we did?
Well, I'd say that depends on you. You certainly might if you keep on with this silly juvenile masquerading. Well, what do you say, whoever you are behind that corny mask?
Okay, I'll take it off.
Me too.
See, Mr. Dollar, maybe you don't know it, but some of us heard what you said to our folks last night.
Did you?
Yes, sir, we did. And we heard what they're going to do, not for us, but with us. I mean, if they really do.
Sure they will. I'm betting on them. But what'll you kids do?
Well, sir, if it means anything, I'll somehow earn the money. And I don't mean for my folks. Pay for all the damage I've done. You've got my word on it, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, sir. Count on me.
Dollar. Now, as long as you know who we are, and as long as you got to report us to the police and all that. Well, my name.
Why?
Huh? Well, you got to know who we are, don't you?
Well, like I said, that depends on you. And I mean from here on out. I have seen you now. I can come back here and identify every one of you. If I ever have to.
Believe me, Mr. Dollar, believe me.
Yes, sir, we promise you.
All right. Now it's up to all of you. Well, I sure hope I did the right thing by simply leaving it the way it stood. And yet, what else could I have done? Have them all locked up for something that was only partly their doing? Try to make them into criminals? I don't think so. Incidentally, because of a call to get right back to Hartford, I never did drive George Franklin's Franzetti. But I did get that $700 fee, and that'll help me buy one of my own. Expense account total, including... Oh, what am I talking about? This one is on the cuff. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Well, next week, a doll, a purple doll, and all that goes with it. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato, Jr. Heard in our cast were William Redfield as George, Gertrude Warner as Mrs. Brierly, Phil Meter as Frank, Jack Grimes as the Kid, Roger DeKoven as the gas station attendant, and Bob Dryden as Mr. Brierly. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan McDonald speaking.
Johnny Dollar.
Hey, Johnny, listen. This is Steve.
Steve?
You know, Steve Yoakum.
Oh, yeah, way out there in, where is that, Steve?
Kalispell, Montana.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Forest State Mutual.
Right. Well, what seems to be the trouble, Steve?
Listen, can you fly on out here right away, Johnny?
Sure, I guess so. What's up?
One of my clients, John Turner Whitcomb. Rich old man. Got him insured for nearly $500,000.
And?
Well, if what it looks like has happened, the company's going to be out almost $1 million. You know, 'cause of the double indemnity.
For accidental death.
Yeah. If, like I say, that is the way it's happened. I mean, if it's happened at all.
Well, is he dead or isn't he?
That's the trouble. I don't know. Not for sure.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's what you better get on out here and find out for us.
All right.
And if he is dead, whether it was accidental or it wasn't, but if he isn't dead, well, that we got to know about, too. But if he is...
All right, Steve. I'll be out to see you.
What I mean is... Oh, okay, Johnny.
Right.
Listen, if you can catch a plane tonight, you ought to get here sometime in the morning. I'll be waiting for you at the airport.
Well, first I'd better check a schedule of Hello? Hello? Okay, Rattlebrain, I'll be there.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account.
America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the 4-State Mutual Insurance Company office in Kalispell, Montana. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Yak mystery matter. Expense account item 1, 10 cents for a morning paper. After carefully checking meteorological reports for a slant on the weather in northwestern Montana, I made sure to throw some gloves, heavy woolen socks, and a set of long-handled underwear into my luggage. Item 2, $5 for a cab to Bradley Field. Item 3, $145.50, plane fare. It was almost 9:30 a.m. by the time we sat down at the small but prosperous-looking city of Kalispell. And true to his word, young Steve Yoakum was there at the airport. We piled ourselves and my luggage into a Jeep that had the side curtains up, but no heater, and then took off.
Now, reaching back of you, Johnny. Swap that top coat of yours for a sheepskin you'll find back there. You're going to need it where we're going.
Well, where's that, Steve?
130, 40 miles. Up to the Yak.
The what?
Up near a town called Yak, if you can call it a town. Just a glorified crossroads. Maybe 40, 50 people living around there. Put it on, you'll need it.
Well, you're the doctor, Steve.
Yeah, we're going in real snow country.
You still haven't told me why.
Well, that client of ours, John Turner Whitcomb, made a lot of dough in lumber. When his wife died, he retired.
So?
He and his good-looking daughter, Valerie, it's his only child, and her husband, Lou Larson, took off last week for a little vacation. Little hunting, maybe, out of Shorty Besson's camp. That's up in the rugged country east of Yak, over near Lost Horse Mountain.
And what's happened to him?
Well, I got a call from Shorty Besson just before I called you. Seems the weather'd calmed down for a couple of days, and Whitcomb and the kids took some gear and horses and went out hunting.
Hunting at this time of year? What for, Steve?
Well, that's what I don't understand. But they went out anyway. Over Shorty's protest.
Oh?
They not only didn't come back, but Shorty hasn't been able to find hide nor hair of them.
Oh, fine. "90 miles out of Kalispell on Route 2, we stopped for lunch at the colorful sawmill town of Libby, a kind of headquarters and main supply point for the logging operations in that area. And then we cut north on one of the worst roads that I'd ever traveled. Yeah, the snow plows had been through, but that was all. And what's more, it clouded up. And then what started out as a cold drizzle turned into a heavy, wet snowfall in the middle of May yet. Steve had called it rugged country, and he wasn't kidding. Most of what we passed through was heavy forest land, spots almost impenetrable, except perhaps for the logging trails here and there, lots of big trees, jungle of heavy, tangled undergrowth. Not a good place to get lost.
Mighty good hunting country, too, Johnny. I mean, when the weather's good. Lots of deer and bear and wolves, mountain lions, lots of things.
At Yak, we stopped long enough to fill up with gas. That's item 4, $4.70. And then plunged into the deep forest, going eastward on, believe it or not, an even worse piece of road, following a vague sort of wagon path through the trees and the heavy snow. Only a 4-wheel drive would ever have made it. It was after 5 p.m. by the time we finally got to Shorty Besson's camp. But there, in the big log cabin, or rather lodge, Mrs. Besson, a bright-eyed, sprightly old lady, took one look at our frost-bitten faces, sat us down in front of a roaring fire. And that stone fireplace was big enough to walk into. Logs burning in it were over a foot thick. And then she poured us full of strong, steaming coffee, heavily laced with rum. And I began to feel warm for the first time in hours.
Well, I
told him, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, sir. Shorty told Mr. Whittaker and those young kids they oughtn't to pack out in those woods without him going along with them.
Yes, sir. I told him, Mr. Dollar. I told him likely there might be another snow coming up, too.
But Mr. Whittaker just wouldn't listen to him. Here, now, have some more of this.
Oh, no, thanks, Mrs. Besson.
Oh, name's Kate, and you know you need this. You two still look a little blue around the gills from the cold out there.
Thank you.
Put some more rum in it, Shorty.
Huh? Oh, sure, Kate.
You too, Mr. Yoakum.
Huh? Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Whittaker just wouldn't listen. Him having been such a great hunter all over the world so much, over in Africa, over in Kilimanjaro and India and all those other places he talks about, all around high mountains, all kinds of weather. Just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, just wouldn't listen.
Ask me. I think he was trying to prove with that son-in-law that young Larson was really a man up in this country.
But at least he promised they'd be back the next morning, so, well, I let him take some of the horses and go.
Then it snowed a bit that night.
Yeah, it snowed a bit.
When they didn't come back, well, that's when Shorty rounded up the Branson boys and Sid Keeler from over near the ranger station. They started looking.
Yeah, yes, sir. They started looking. Up until dark yesterday and most of today.
On account of that snow, they couldn't even find their tracks.
No, couldn't find their tracks. And they hadn't said where they was going to, so all we could do is look at all the likely places, but we didn't find a sign of them.
Well, then, Steve, how did you expect me to find them when these people who know this country so well can't do it?
Well, I know, Johnny, but...
No, wait. Listen.
What is it, Shorty?
Why, yes, that's a horse out there.
Oh, maybe they're back. They're all right after all. Come on, boys.
Right. No. Look.
What's that?
Johnny.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Shorty? What is it?
It's that son-in-law, young Larson, out there.
Well, don't just stand around outside there talking about it. Get him in here.
Yeah, but he's just laying there in the saddle like
Come on, let's see if he's still okay.
Larson, you still alive?
Steve, give me a hand with him. Help me get him out of that saddle.
Sure, Johnny. Here now.
He's still alive, Mr. Dollar?
I don't know, Shorty, I don't know.
Well, get him inside here where I can do him some good.
Right, easy now, Steve. Easy with him.
Yeah, Johnny.
I'll take care of the horse.
Lou Larson was still alive. And I wondered how a city boy, that was obvious from his soft hands and pale complexion, his general build, I wondered how he had managed to survive when the others... But it was well into the night by the time Kate brought him around, enough to tell us what had happened.
They're dead. They're dead, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Whitcomb and my Valerie.
Oh, that poor, lovely little girl.
Where, Lou, and how did it happen?
Somewhere on the south slope of Lost Horse Mountain.
Yeah.
At least that's where Mr. Whitcomb said we were.
Now, boy, you just get some more of this hot coffee inside of you.
Yeah, boy. Get some hot coffee in you.
Thanks. I'm feeling all right now, I think.
Go on, Lou. What happened?
When the snow came, he said we better make camp, not try to get back here.
Now, that was wrong of him. He'd have known this country at all.
I wondered about that, too, Kate. It was getting dark. He found a kind of shelter and built a fire. It was under some big rocks beside a real deep crevice.
On the side of the Lost Horse Mountain?
Yes.
Oh, Lordy, that was Dead Man's Hole.
It's very narrow. Very deep.
Yeah, it's a death trap. That's all it is, a death trap.
It's a death trap. That's what it is.
Told me to go look around for some more wood while he and Val try to make camp.
But a fire? Under the snow that piles up there?
Dollar, if my horse hadn't followed me, we'd have died out there, too. Maybe it would have been better if I'd stayed with him, with Valerie, and died with her.
Easy now.
She was my wife, Mr. Dollar. I loved her very much.
I know, Lou. Go on, please.
I only got a couple of 100 feet away when I heard that terrible sound. Like thunder.
An avalanche. That's what it was.
And I looked back.
And that's what's taken the lives of more people in that awful chasm. It's a death trap, I tell you.
It's a death trap.
Go on, Lou.
All I could see was thousands of tons of snow and rocks falling down where I'd left them, rolling everything, even their horses, into that chasm. It was terrible. Terrible.
All right. Now, son, you just take yourself another drink of this, and then you sleep a while.
Thank you, Kate. I'm so tired. So tired.
Sure you are. Here, you men help him into bed.
Yeah, come on, Shorty, give me a hand.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Dollar. We'll put him in what was Mr. Whittaker's room. It'll be warmer there.
That's a good idea. It'll also give me a chance to...
What's the matter, sir?
Come on. Let's get him to bed.
It's, getting kind of late, Mr. Dollar. The other folks are all asleep.
How far is it to that canyon, Shorty?
Oh, a couple hours if you know the way. If you don't know the way, in this kind of weather, it could take a couple of days, like it did young Larson. Awful easy to get lost out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're thinking of going out and try and find them, Mr. Dollar, there's no point in it.
Why do you say that?
Well, like Kate said, they're not the first to have fell in Dead Man's Hole. But nobody's body's ever been drug out of it.
Why not?
It's too deep, too dangerous, too easy to start more rocks sliding down inside of it.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Most anything would start a slide there. Build a fire under the snow overhang on top of that rock he was talking about, you'd start a snow avalanche.
Really?
Just fire a shot on some of the smaller rocks on the side, you'd start them tumbling down. Why, even a little animal walking around up there would do it.
See my credentials?
Oh, it's happened many a time, Mr. Dollar. Read up in all the books that ever been wrote about this part of the country. Well, now, Mr. Dollar, I don't know about you, but it's late and everybody else is to bed, so why don't you and me hit the sack too, huh? Nothing more we can do tonight anyhow.
You go ahead. I'll be along shortly. I don't know what I was really looking for there in Lou Larson's room. And I had to be very quiet. But then, in one of his suitcases, under a pile of shirts, was a piece of a topographical map. A map of the area surrounding Lost Horse Mountain. At one point on the south side was a check mark to what was obviously a very deep, narrow canyon. And there was a book, too. The Legend of Lost Horse Mountain. All right. Reason for suspicion? Sure. But that was all. Or was it all? The next morning was, surprisingly enough, quite warm, though heavy storm clouds raced across the sky.
You never know this time of year, Mr. Dollar. One day it'll be hot like this. Next it'll be freezing up again, or maybe snow.
I knew now that I had to have a look down into Dead Man's Hole. And before another avalanche could fill it up some more.
It happens 8, 10, 15 times a year. They'll never fill up that big chasm. Washes out in the summer floods anyhow.
Over his protest, Shorty and I set out on a couple of the horses, armed with pick and shovel and a pair of binoculars. As for Steve Yoakum, who'd struck me as being pretty useless in a situation like this, I left him behind to look after young Larson, still asleep in Whittecomb's bed.
I don't like those clouds, Mr. Dollar. Chances are we're going to get a lot of rain.
Well, it's a chance we'll have to take.
But if you think I'm going to let you lower yourself down in Dead Man's Hole to look for a couple of bodies that are probably all covered up anyway...
Sorry, Shorty, but I have to. Now, let's get there before this storm breaks. But we didn't. And when a storm hits that part of the country, it isn't fooling. Together, Shorty and I stood on the lower, the firm edge of that canyon, the only safe part of it, across from where the others had been.
Look. There they are, down there.
I see them.
The rain has melted away the snow that covered them up. But we'll never get to them.
Let me have those field glasses.
Oh, sure, here.
Thanks.
This rain will also cover them up again with all the rocks and stuff it'll wash down there, and that'll be the end of them.
Oh, no, it won't, Shorty. Break out those ropes and help me down there.
Now, don't you try it, Dollar.
Come on. Help me rig a line.
Now, I tell you, you're crazy.
Sure, I was crazy. But what I'd seen in the glasses had told me that Mr. Whitcomb and his daughter had been murdered. Before they'd been thrown into that canyon. Bullet holes in their heads. Slowly, I worked my way down toward them, careful not to dislodge any rocks or rain-soaked clumps of gravel. And now, even without the glasses, I could see the bullet holes.
Now that you're sure, come on back here. Come on back up, Dollar.
Just another few feet so I can get a line on them and we can... What was that?
That wasn't no thunder. Dollar, that was a rifle shot.
I know.
From lengthwise down the canyon. Hit that rock on the other side, broke it loose.
I know.
Look out. Another avalanche. Dollar!
How Shorty Bessem ever managed to haul me up out of that pit of death with tons and tons of rock and mud pouring down all around me from the far side of the chasm, I'll never know. But somehow he did. And then, panting from exhaustion, we lay there well back from the edge, the blessed rain in our faces.
I'm sure they was rifle shots, Dollar. I'm sure of it. And when I saw one of the key rocks blasted away over there and start another slide again...
And I'm betting it was the same rifle that was used to kill Whitcomb and his daughter before they were thrown down in there.
Young Larson.
He knew how easy it was to start a slide at this spot from a book that he'd read. One of those that you talked about. And he knew that nobody but a fool like me would try to come here and look for those bodies.
Well, why, Dollar? Why?
Money.
Oh.
Whitcomb didn't like him, did he?
No, sir. That's true.
Kate said that Whitcomb brought him out here to see if he was really a man.
Yes, sir, that's true.
And that means he didn't like having young Larson married to his daughter, in line to share all of his money when he died. Valerie was his only child.
That's true, too, Dollar.
But why should Lou share it? By getting rid of both of them, he could have it all.
That is true.
Sure it is.
But he seemed awful sorry about losing that Valerie.
Oh, sure. He broke right down and cried.
That he did.
Sure he did. But he also recovered pretty darn quickly, Shorty, in order to go on with his explanation of what was supposed to have happened out here.
That's true, too.
But believe me, the only reason that Larson ever married that girl was to get his hands on the old man's money. Certainly never did any work with those hands of his.
So maybe Kate is right. I mean, despite the way she's taken care of him after he came in, well, she just didn't like him, didn't trust him.
Wait a minute, Shorty.
Huh?
If he's still around here and armed with a gun, I mean those shots.
Oh, he was still asleep when we left, and that insurance man, that Steve Yoakum, he's watching over him.
He was supposed to be watching him. He could have slipped away from Steve.
Now, maybe Larson saw the slide and thought it killed us both and went back.
Maybe. But if he is still around...
Right here, Dollar.
Huh?
Now, don't move, either of you.
Put down that rifle now, Lou.
Not a chance, Shorty.
Then all I said was true, huh, Lou?
Of course it was, Dollar. But nobody else will ever know it. How nice of you to come out here. We're another rock slide, and this time a big one will take care of you.
What you gonna do, Larson?
Very stupid of you, Dollar, to go through my things last night.
Wasn't it pretty stupid of you to come out here after us?
Who came where? So far as anyone knows, when I left the lodge, it was simply to wander aimlessly about in the woods, in a sort of delirium, following my state of near exhaustion.
That pretended state of exhaustion.
Fooled you, didn't I?
And Shorty and his wife, even that stupid insurance man.
I should have realized your horse Betsy was in too good shape when you brought her in last night.
Of course, Shorty. Because Betsy and I had been perfectly comfortable in your hay shed, the other side of the property, all the time we were supposed to be missing.
So, now you got to us. What you gonna do, Larson?
Me? Nothing. You're going to do it for me. Up on your feet now.
Huh?
I said up on your feet. Come on.
Well, sure, but...
Be very careful, Dollar. I warn you.
You have the gun, Lou.
Now back up. Back up.
Way into that canyon?
You too, Dollar.
No, it'll kill us.
It's either that or a bullet, Shorty. Back up.
Better look behind you, Lou.
Come off it, Dollar. That old gag won't work. Now back up.
Sorry, Lou.
And you give me no choice.
He means it, Dollar. He means that he's going to shoot you.
I doubt it.
Shorty is right, Dollar. You're going now. You're going...
Now,
Get his rifle, Shorty.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir. But that gunshot, Mr. Dollar, where'd it come from?
I'm sorry, Johnny. Almost didn't make it.
Mr. Yokel.
You're telling me, Steve?
When he sneaked out of the lodge, I thought instead of stopping him, I'd better follow, see what he was up to.
And you were suspicious of him, too, huh?
Well, sure, but man, with him making such time for a guy supposed to be all in, and me not used to walking so far, well, I almost didn't make it, and I'm sorry.
You did all right, Steve.
You sure did, son.
So the laws of succession take over, and somebody else gets the insurance and the old man's estate. And as for Lou Larson, well, even hanging's too good for that kind. Expense account total, including the trip home, $207.75. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star with an important message and a few words about next week's story.
The CBS radio network and this station are both very much a part of National Radio Month. But the figures show that you, the listener, are just as much a part of the celebration. You take part every month of every year with your purchases of new radio sets. Today, there's an all-time record number of radio sets in use. Today, there are more listeners than ever. And the number one network for the best sound around is, of course, CBS Radio. And now, next week, the stock in trade matter. And the stock I'm talking about is just exactly that, stock. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato, Jr., musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Robert Dryden as Shorty, Bill Lipton as Steve, Athena Lord as Kate, and Ellen Manson as Lou Larson. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Art Hanna speaking. This is the CBS Radio Network.
Johnny Dollar.
So you've stayed on there in Miami?
That's right.
Good.
And if I had any sense, I'd stick around in Florida the rest of the winter.
Why not?
Instead of going on back to the snow and cold of Connecticut. And who are you?
This is Don. Don Boomhauer, Johnny.
Don?
Yes, sir. Right across the state from you, here in Sarasota.
Well, Don, it's nice to hear from you. How did you know I was down here?
From Pat McCracken at Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Uh-oh.
So I told him I'd try to catch up with you before you head up on north again.
I think I will.
What?
Yes, sir. Nor rain, nor sleet, nor snow, nor anything else shall keep this insurance investigator from heading home.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Getting away from here in one piece.
What?
Well, you're still holding down the office of Tri-State Life and Casualty, aren't you?
Of course, and that's exactly why...
Well, I love you dearly, Don. I've been paid a lot of nice fat commissions by that company of yours.
Exactly, and it's because of that very
But the last 2 or 3 cases I've handled for you have been so risky, so dangerous, and so darned unprofitable.
Johnny!
No, please, Don. Let me duck this one.
But all I need is 5 minutes with you.
5 minutes?
That's right.
Well, what kind of a case could I possibly cover in 5 minutes?
None at all that I know of.
Well, then.
Did I say anything about taking on a case?
Well, no.
But I'll tell you this. 5 minutes with me over here may very well keep me from getting involved in something pretty serious.
Yeah, like what?
Oh, like maybe spending a few years in a federal prison, something like that.
Oh, now you're kidding.
Am I?
Well, aren't you? Come on now, Don.
No. You come on. Over here to Sarasota.
For just 5 minutes with you, huh?
Yes, Johnny?
Well, I still think you're kidding.
No, Johnny.
But okay, Don, I'll see you. I'm sure it's a gag. Has to be. And yet, coming from Don Boomhauer...
CBS Radio brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-State Life and Casualty Insurance Company office in Sarasota, Florida. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the big date matter. Expense account item 1, 2020, plane fare, tips and taxi. In a little over an hour from the time I left Miami, I was in Sarasota talking to Don Boomhauer in his office near the foot of Main Street.
Sure, Johnny, simply because I asked you to.
Wrong, Don. Only reason I agreed to come on over here on my way back to Hartford is because it means a little more time away from the snow up there.
Yeah, Florida's pretty nice this time of the year, isn't it? Handled a jewelry store robbery there in Miami, huh?
Yes, and almost got my head shot off, which is why I'd like to be able to relax for a while. But now, what is this case you seem to think I can solve in 5 minutes for you?
I told you I have no case for you.
Yes, I guess you did.
All I want you to do is to check over some of these figures for me.
Don, you know the only kind of figures that I give a hang about.
I know. The ones on pretty girls.
Well, why not? After all, just because you're a staid old married man.
Don't knock it, Johnny.
How is Frances, by the way?
Fine, just fine.
You give her my best. Huh?
Oh, do it yourself. I told her that if I could persuade you to come here at all, I was sure I could get you to stick around for a few days. How about it?
We'll see. Now, about those figures you mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Johnny, have you kept any account of the monies we've paid you this past year in commissions?
I can tell you down to the last penny.
Good, because if it agrees with these figures here, all you have to do is sign this statement, and the Bureau of Internal Revenue will quit threatening to send me up the river.
So that's what the big emergency is.
Yeah.
Huh?
One of my part-time clerks balled up some of the paid-out items a couple of months ago, and the tax man just wants proof that we actually gave you this money. So if this figure agrees with yours...
And it does.
Good. Well, then take this pen, affix your lawful legal signature, and try for once to make it legible.
Sure.
Under the desk, Johnny. Those shots are right outside on the street.
Telling me? Move over so I... Hey.
What?
Shots, did you say?
What's the matter with you? Can't you hear them?
Well, just take a good look out there. Come on, let's go and see.
Get our heads blown... Hey, what the dickens...
Sure, it's that car out there with the pretty little blonde sitting in it, backfiring.
Son of a gun, you're right.
Yeah, but I guess we're not the only ones who thought they were shots.
You mean that mob that's gathering?
Yes.
Looks like half the town has come to see what it's all about. Hey, I hope they don't lean against my plate glass window and break it in. Look at that crowd.
Poor gal.
Yeah, pretty too, isn't she?
Yes, come on. I'll see if I can give her a hand. Come on, Don.
Oh, why not? Now, I don't think I know her, Johnny.
Well, that's too bad.
But she might do anyway.
Might do? For what?
As a date for you. What else?
A date?
Sure. That wing ding that Francis and I are taking you to out at the yacht club on Bird Key tonight.
Oh?
Sure.
She is kind of cute looking, isn't she?
Uh-huh. Nice looking car, too. Brand new. And after all, you're going to need some transportation.
Well, come on, I'll see if I can find out what's wrong with that bus of hers.
Sure, Johnny. You go right ahead.
Okay, I will.
And purely incidentally, find out if she has a nice evening dress she'd like to show off tonight.
Sure, why not?
A number of years ago, it was said that, in spite of the large population of this planet, men and women remain the most inaccessible things on it. Today, we see this lack of understanding among peoples of the world reflected in headline stories. But it isn't because the people of the world are enemies. All people want to be friends. Long before the termination of World War II, Reverend Eugene Wood, a Methodist minister from Oceanside, California, went into a Scottsdale, Arizona camp where German prisoners of war were interned and offered his services to the imprisoned men. Among other things, Reverend Wood taught the men English, and he taught them about the United States of America. During the following years, after the men had been repatriated to their native Germany, nearly half of the internees corresponded frequently with Reverend Wood. Those men expressed a unique understanding of the people and the country of the United States of America. This great feeling of friendship and understanding prompted the minister to make a pilgrimage to Europe to seek out the men he had befriended in the prisoner of war camp in Arizona. This gesture on Reverend Wood's part gained him a fantastic welcome everywhere he went. In all the places he visited, he spread the gospel of love and friendship and had it returned to him. There were no enemies, only men with the love of freedom, the right of all men.
By the time I got outside the door of Don Boomhauer's office, it looked as though half the town was gathered there. By the time I got to the car where the cute little blonde gal was fighting the ignition switch to cut the engine, stop it from backfiring, 3/4 of the town was present, including the merchants and customers from all the stores and cafes and hotels there on Main Street. The folks had come to see the fun and, of course, offer all kinds of unhelpful suggestions.
Well, don't just stand there, please. Can't you help me get this thing started?
Can't you turn off that switch? I mean the ignition key?
No, and I've already broken 2 fingernails trying to.
Well, all right then. Pull the release for the hood.
The what?
Under the dash, there to the left of the steering post. You see it?
Oh, this? This little handle?
That's it. Give it a pull so I can go around to the front and raise the hood.
Oh, now what good will that do? Oh, that awful noise.
Well, if I get the hood open, I can pull a wire off the distributor and stop the engine.
Distributor? What's the distributor?
Just pull on that little handle.
This one?
That one. Go ahead, pull it. Okay, now if I can get the hood open, excuse me.
So, and I surely would appreciate it.
All right, here now.
Now,
what the Sam Hill? Don't tell me this thing is stuck to.
Hey, now, do y'all mind telling me what's the big idea around here?
Officer.
That's right. What do y'all think you're trying to do around here? What's the matter with you, anyhow?
Now, look, help me get this hood open. It's stuck.
You mean it isn't noisy enough for you as it is? All right. Okay, fair now. I'll take care of this, man. You and the boys get the crowd moving along.
Okay, Sergeant.
Now, you look here, buddy.
Look, will you help me get this hood open so we can stop the engine?
Stop the engine?
Yes, sure. Now, come on.
Are you crazy or something? All you have to do is get that gal of yours in there behind the wheel to turn off the switch.
I have been trying to.
I told you, officer, that's just the trouble.
You told me nothing. Now, look here.
No, Sergeant. Well, that is the ignition switch is stuck.
And I tell you, if you all don't cut out this here noise, bust off some of those wires that's all.
Now, listen.
Right this minute, I'm going to haul you and the car and this gal friend of yours off to...
Oh, yes, it's stopped. Well, that's that.
Oh, it is, huh? Young lady, you get this car out of here and over to some repair shop before this happens again. You hear me now?
Oh, yes, sir. I certainly will.
Oh, well, now, wait, miss.
I don't know what you did to stop it from making that awful
Oh,
noise.
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
And
But now
also, I'm terribly upset about it happening right here on the main street.
Okay. Just get it out of here.
Uh-huh.
Vanna, clear this crowd off the street.
Right, Sergeant. Awfully.
Oh, my pleasure. And maybe I'd better go along with you to make sure it doesn't do it again,
Oh,
huh?
no, it runs fine now, but thanks anyway.
Hey, did I tell you to get this thing out of here?
Yes, sir. Right away, officer.
Oh, no, wait, please.
Wait, nothing. You go on, miss.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Look, listen, I just want... Miss.
The only thing you want to do is keep out of jail.
Officer.
The idea of letting that thing backfire out here on Main Street.
What do you think I had anything to do with it?
If I had any sense, I'd lock you up right now.
Oh, now, wait a minute, officer.
Go on, get on your way. I don't know who you are, and the only way I'm going to find out is by putting your name on the blotter at headquarters for disturbing the peace.
What?
And I'm going to do just that unless you make yourself mighty scarce around here in a hurry. Now, go on.
Oh, now, look here, will you?
Don't bother me. Vanna, I guess you can all go on back to your regular beat again.
Okay, Sergeant. All right, you win.
Well, I guess
Go back to
that's
your
that.
regular beat now. Scott O'Connor, we'll do this. Okay.
Well, it doesn't look as though you did too well, Johnny.
Well, I didn't really have a chance to talk to her.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yes, it is. But she's a living doll, all right. Are you sure you don't know who she is, Don?
No, sorry. But don't worry, Johnny. I'll round you up some kind of a date for the affair at the club. Now, let's see. Maybe Bill Hall knows somebody nicer. Forster Harm. What's the matter? I said, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking.
Oh.
And I'll bet she dances like a dream. I wonder what her name is.
No, we'll never know, I'm afraid.
Now, don't bank on that.
But now, if you'll just sign this statement that you came over here to sign.
Oh, sure.
Here. Here, use this pen.
All right. There you are.
Legible, too. Now I'll call Frances and tell her that you're staying over with us.
If only I'd noticed the license on her car.
Then I'll see what charming, good-looking girl around this town is available.
But I doubt if even the police
And
did.
would like the famous Johnny Dollar for a date tonight.
Obviously, that one cop didn't know her.
What?
Hardly dare to ask him anyway.
Johnny.
Which means that probably none of the other police who were there would be of any help either.
What are you talking about?
That girl, my date for tonight.
Oh, now, Johnny, I was only kidding about her.
Well, I'm not.
But you don't even know her.
I will.
And chances are that if you should find her and proposition her for a date, you'd get your handsome face slapped.
I'll risk it.
Yeah? What if she turns out to be somebody's wife?
No wedding ring.
Oh, you did notice that.
I noticed that, among other things.
But how are you going to find her?
Well, if she's still here in Sarasota, if she lives here...
Oh, now, Johnny, this is all a little... Okay, go ahead and find her. How?
Well, I have an idea.
Yeah? What?
May I borrow your car for a little while?
Sure. Here, help yourself.
Okay.
When do I see you again?
Now, just give me a little time.
All you want. Up until dinner time, when you'll have to pick me up here. Now what?
Yes, I see. Stopping at that jewelry store across the street.
Here comes another prowl car from the other end of the... Uh-oh, Johnny.
Yeah, I see him.
Same policeman you were arguing with a few minutes ago. Only why is he coming in here?
I'm sure I don't know.
Officer?
All right now, Buster.
What?
Just put up your hand so I can slip these cuffs on you. Sorry, Mr. Boomhauer.
What are you talking about?
You think I don't know now what you all were up to out there, you and that gal?
What?
Creating all that disturbance out in the street with that backfiring car.
Now, officer...
So as to draw the crowd so as your Confederate could have a clear field to rob that jewelry store across the street? Put out your hands, sir.
Oh, now hold everything.
That store was robbed while the mob was gathered around the car?
Thanks to this man's diversionary tactics, somebody walked out with must have been $60,000 or $70,000 worth of watches and pins and rings and everything. So they called us up.
I wrote the insurance on that store.
Now, if you don't want to come along peaceful, mister...
Oh, now, whoa, now.
Yeah?
Yes, officer, wait.
What's that, Mr. Boomhauer?
Well, don't you know this man? This is Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar?
That's right.
Y'all mean that freelance insure... Well, you mean the friend of the lieutenant that comes down here now and then to... This is Johnny Dollar?
Here, officer. My credentials.
I've known him for years, officer. He's Johnny Dollar, all right.
Yeah, and these papers all look... Yeah, but if he was out there by that car...
So, Don, you insured that store, huh? Does that mean I'm on expense account as of now?
As of now.
Yeah, well, now...
Fine. And as long as I have the keys to your car... Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, now, you wait a minute, mister.
Yeah?
Unless I can get Lieutenant Phillips to identify you.
Oh, he'll be glad to, I'm sure.
Yeah, now, you all wait. You're the only suspect I got.
Oh, no, you haven't. By the time the officer had recovered his wits enough to barge out the door after me, I'd raced around to the back of his office and taken off in Don Boomhauer's car. Stop number one was the car agency that sold the same make the gorgeous blonde had been driving, that backfired there on Main Street. No, they hadn't seen either her or the car in the repair shop.
Well, anyhow, one of our nice new models kick up and backfire like that? No, sir.
Then I made the rounds of every car agency in town. Nothing. All right, that clinched it for me. I mean, the reason for that car acting up as it had. But how to find it? If, that is, it was still in Sarasota. I drove aimlessly all over the place, hoping and praying that somehow I'd just happen to spot it. Yes, and hoping that Don Boomhauer had been able to explain things so the police wouldn't track me down and cramp my style.
I racked my brain for some idea how to find that girl and her car. And I guess the strain on my so-called brain made me a little foolish, for I suddenly found that I'd driven way out of town, way out on Bee Ridge Road. I started ahead into a little side road on the edge of the swamp to turn around, and then... Well, don't tell me there isn't luck in solving these cases. Stalled there a couple of 100 yards up that dirt road was the car I'd been looking for. And standing beside it, waving for somebody to stop and help her, was the luscious little blonde.
Well, thank goodness somebody came along to help me get this old car started.
Well, hi there.
Why, it's you. The nice man who tried to help me back in town.
None other.
Well, you're certainly my good Samaritan today.
Now, what seems to be the trouble?
I don't know. It just stopped. And neither one of... I don't know a thing about cars, except how to drive them.
Well, maybe I should have gone along with you after that trouble back in town, huh?
Well, somebody who knows something about these things should have.
Well, this time I see you got the hood released to work.
Yes, I just pulled out that little old handle and it popped open.
Yeah. Well, now, let's see.
Just, how did you happen to be coming out this way?
Oh, maybe I was out looking for you.
Oh? Why?
Well, when I first saw you there in town, I thought maybe I'd ask you for a date tonight. And don't hand me a crack in the face for saying it.
Why should I?
Well, thanks.
You're cute. What's your name?
Johnny. Johnny Dollar.
You're... Well, that's a funny name. Gee, Johnny, I hope you can get this running again for me.
Well, I'll take a look.
Uh-huh.
So I took a look, with one eye watching her. But she didn't make a move, just stood there smiling. I replaced the ignition cable that had jogged loose. And then I saw it. That simple little device that meant this car had been rigged for backfire deliberately. Just like the old Chicago mobsters did it in order to cover the sound of gunshots. And then I thought I heard a noise inside the car. Somebody hidden behind the front seat, maybe? When I walked around and opened the back door, I see.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Johnny Dollar. You see a 38 and it's aimed straight at your belly.
Shall I pick up a rock and slug him, Jim?
Just relax, Sal.
And that sack in there full of the loot from the jewelry store?
What else? Did he fix the car, Sal?
Yeah, I think so, Jim.
Oh, it's fixed, all right. So if you two would like to continue on your merry way...
Sure, after I take care of you and sink you in that car of yours in the swamp.
Go ahead, Jim, and let's get out of here,
Yeah, sure. Turn around, Dollar.
Okay, now, Jim, listen.
Turn around. So I can be nice to you. Give it to you in the back of the head so you won't know when it hits you.
Oh, no, wait, Jimmy, look.
What?
Look, that car that's coming.
Well, it looks like they followed me after all.
It's a prowl car.
The cops?
Uh-huh. Blast him, Jim. Come on,
Too late, baby. Hey, you okay, sir? Everything under control, Mr. Dollar?
Sure, Sergeant, and I suppose I might have known you'd be tailing me.
Yeah, well, yes, sir.
Well, thanks. Thanks very much.
Well, it's a pleasure, Mr. Dollar. And now, what about her?
Johnny? Now listen, Johnny.
Well, you see, I'd kind of asked her for a date, officer.
Oh, why, yes, he did.
But how about if she has a date with you instead? Say at headquarters? So, thanks to sheer luck and clean living, of course, I'll pick up a commission on the recovery of all that jewelry. Expense account total, only that $20 or so for the extra plane ride. What a life. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
They say that clothes make the man. A smart-looking uniform can do even more. And oddly enough, military uniforms usually have been patterned after the civilian clothes of the day, with some pretty fancy additions, of course. The buckskin-clad rifleman soldier of 1775 was dressed the same as the frontier trapper. The naval seaman, the
the same as the merchant sailor. It wasn't until the new American government was able to get enough money scraped together that uniforms started to get fancy. But the uniforms weren't really uniform. The infantry had one color combination, and the artillery had another. Even most regiments were dressed differently. Some uniforms were blue and white. Some were red and white. And others were red, white, and blue. Oh, yes, it looked like a pretty patriotic army. But each man also made an excellent target. It was more than 100 years before it was decided that all the frills and colors, plumes and gold braid would make a better dress uniform than fighting clothes. As battle tactics and weapons changed, so did the uniforms. Today, the American fighting man has a greater chance of survival in a uniform that blends with nature. And it's a uniform to be proud of for the great American heritage it represents.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone. Produced and directed by Bruno Zerato, Jr. Musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Madeline Sherwood as Sally, Robert Dryden as the Sergeant, Carl Frank as Don Boomhauer, Larry Haynes as Jim, and Larry Robinson as the car dealer. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking. Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.